4 yards is a great play. If they can get 2nd and 6 and then 3rd and 2 and then 1st down, and it just makes for a long night. And, last year we had some big plays. We ran a kickoff return back late, and then, interception return for a touchdown there in the 4th quarter to put it away. But I don't see anything different tonight. I mean, I know people, look at the score and say, oh, man, McGee's down, but they're not. They just had a bad night. We've had them before. I remember in 2020, we go to Monticello and lay an egg. I mean, we had like 5 or 6 snaps over the quarterback's head. If you look at the score, yeah, I mean, it don't look good. But if you watch the game, you can see the mistakes that we made and why the score was that way. And that's a lot of the same example of last Friday night. Because you go back and you watch them play, Magnolia and Washington Chapel and teams like that. They kind of dominate them. So, I mean, I'm expecting a war tonight. Our kids got to be ready for it. We're going to see something defensively probably that we haven't seen. I keep thinking we're going to see it. I think they're going to come after Jackson. That's what they're known for. Last year they played Harding Academy in the playoffs, and they came after him, their quarterback, who was a sophomore at the time, and had a lot of success doing that. And, we got to be ready for that.
Stay tuned. We got final comments coming up here from Coach Embry when we return after this timeout.
Sewell Oil Company, located at 3400 Junction City Highway in El Dorado, is proud to serve their great customers all through the ArkLaMette. With locations in El Dorado, Crossan, and Warren, Sewell Oil Company is just a phone call away at 881-9300. Check out our new location at 1401 East Church Street in Warren, or call 870-466-4166. Check us out at SewellOil.com. Sewell Oil, a proud sponsor of Warren Lumberjack football.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw Campaign.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home. Choose Drew Memorial.
Well, Coach, in a game like tonight, special teams play a very important part. Field position does. You want to put them back as far as you can and make them drive the football.
Well, yeah, we want to do that if we're stopping them, and if not, then I don't know. We're going to play it by ear. But we've done a really good job outside of one kickoff last week. I thought we kicked the ball well, we covered well. There was one breakdown there in the 2nd quarter. Playing a team like this, it just depends on how the game's going. If they're pounding us and you don't want to give them, a long field, it's kind of like 2001 against Boonville. They get the ball the first 3 times, and we haven't slowed them down. And, they were driving it, keeping it forever. And, your offense kind of gets out of rhythm right now. When you're sitting over there forever, you kind of get anxious and you try to make a big play or something real quick. And we don't need to do that. We just got to be patient and take what they give us and be able to, hopefully we're going to get off the field on defense. That's what we talked about all week is, hey, we know that they're going to have a different mindset they had last week. They took a tough loss, one that they weren't expecting to take. And, they probably had a great week of practice, and then they get to, play us on top of that. And that helps them a little bit and the focus. And so it's going to be interesting. But, we're going to kick it deep to start the game off. But, we got other things that we can do. And we just got to execute our game plan offensively. Defensively, be ready to adjust for whatever because they do so much stuff out of 2 tights. They give you so many different formations. And like I told our kids, they want to play in a phone booth. They want to play in a phone booth, and they can probably practice their offense in this office right here. So we got to be able to match their physicality and then get them on the ground and get them off the field.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight. It's Warren and McGehee, another 8-4A matchup here tonight. We've got the broadcast coming up from Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium. For Coach Bo Embry, I'm Jimmy Sledge. Stay tuned. Lumberjack football is next.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Motor Company in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArkLaMiss without any penalties or tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today. Ryburn Motor Company, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Motor Company, proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
Legendary coach Paul Bear Bryant from Fordyce, Arkansas once said, "It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters." Congratulations to all the players and coaches who have put in the hours in the summer, in the weight room, in the film room, and on the practice field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman, and I approve this message because high school athletics prepares for victories on and off the field.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
In 1901, Main Street in Warren was still dirt. Electricity was mostly non-existent, and the Model T Ford didn't start production until 1908. Families coming to town traveled in wagons, and Warren Bank started business. Thomas Fraser's great-grandfather was on that original board 123 years ago, and the Fraser family is still serving you today. We're still locally owned, serving local folks with all the banking needs. We are Warren Bank and Trust.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And a very pleasant good evening and welcome to Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium. I'm Jimmy Sledge alongside David King as we get set for tonight's matchup between McGehee and Warren. Warren, of course, undefeated. McGehee coming off that loss last week to Monticello. But, David, something uncharacteristic of that team, Coach Embry talked about it. They turned the ball over, had 8 fumbles and lost 5 of them.
You're not going to win playing that kind of football. And, of course, McGehee, a lot of years you don't even see McGehee fumble 8 times in a football season, much less in a night. When you say McGehee football, you think of basically 2 things: a run-first offense and a tough interior of a run defense. They want to line up. They're going to line up in some version of a wing tee, something like that, and they're going to run it between the tackles. Then that quarterback, who you got to watch out for, his name's Kai Bell, a 3-year starter. He's 5'11", 215-pound senior. He'll reverse out and then fall behind that offensive line and those 2 backs and just run the football. They're going to run it at you all night long. Their fullback back there, or their one running back that they line up, is Jay Easter, a 5'10", 205-pound senior, and he is going to just pound you and pound you. They love doing that, but they're going to run. And once they think they've got you sucked in, they may throw the ball down the football field. But that'll be once every 18 minutes or so of the football game.
Yeah, we're going to see 2 contrasting offenses here. Warren wide open throwing the football. McGehee running that double wing, and or they call it a flex bone or a double wing, whatever you want to call it. It's 2 halfbacks lined up like an H-back and then 1 tailback in the backfield. Normally the quarterback goes underneath center, so we'll see that and see how it works out for them tonight as we get set for the prayer and national anthem. We'll take a break and be back with more in a moment.
Ever feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
This weekend at Super Value Foods during the weekend blowout sale, you'll find beef boneless ribeyes, family pack, just $6.98 a pound. Pepsi and Pepsi products, 2-liter bottle, 3 for $5. Essential everyday grated Parmesan cheese, 3-ounce bottle, 2 for $1. Kraft mayonnaise, 30-ounce jar, $1.98. And Chips Ahoy cookies, 13-ounce package, 2 for $6. Shop the Super Value weekend blowout sale, and you'll save on your grocery bill every day.
When you're involved in a vehicle accident, take it to James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren. James Glass and Body Shop has been in the auto body repair business longer than anybody else in town and can make your vehicle look like new again. James Glass and Body Shop is the full-service glass shop in Warren. They can custom cut glass for home, business, and auto. For professional vehicle repair or custom cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren.
And we come your school spirit with a First State Bank Spirit Card. First State Bank offers instant issue Spirit debit cards for Warren, Hampton, and Hermitage schools. No wait, no delay. 24/7 access to your funds. Show your school spirit with a First State Bank Spirit debit card from First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Call 226-2601 for more information.
And they're still playing the national anthem, so we'll pause again for another commercial word from our sponsors.
You're needing some new furniture? Main Event Furniture in Warren at 610 North Martin Street in Warren has just received lots of new items and furniture accent pieces from market. You'll find name brands like Mayo and Best made right here in the USA. Ashley, Serenity Sleep Mattresses, Avenue Home and 49 West. They're open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 12. Or by appointment only after hours and delivery available. Just go by Main Event Furniture, 610 North Martin, or call 226-6511. Did you know that Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals. That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it, they've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it. Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best.
Hello, Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the Order Now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, near you see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
And we welcome you back to Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium. We're just a few moments away from the kickoff. And, David, I know you've had a chance this week to look at some of the numbers and compare some of the numbers that the Lumberjacks have put up. And, some of them are pretty amazing.
Some of them are downright scary.
Yeah.
Warren's rushed for 198 yards so far on the season, only 66 yards a game. But they have thrown for 941 yards, which is 313.7 yards a game, and which means they're averaging 379.7 yards per game this year. Looking at Traylon Jackson, 151 yards on 26 carries, has 1 touchdown. You got to go to Jackson Denton, the freshman quarterback. He's 40 of 72, 909 yards, 12 touchdowns, no interceptions.
I know, but I've been scared to mention that with Coach Embry. Because
don't mention that to him.
He would get on me.
And then you look at the impressive numbers the receivers have put up. Miller has 12 catches, 139 yards, a touchdown. Thomas, 12 catches, 104 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jordan, 9 catches, 114 yards, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cam Davis, fewest catches on the team. He has 8. No problems there. for 431 yards and 6 touchdowns. Cam is averaging 53 yards a catch.
You know, and a lot of that comes to the teams know about AJ. They didn't know about Cam coming into this season. So a lot of teams have double-teamed either Neandre or AJ or both of them, and that leaves Cam open a lot of times.
Wide open. And you can't forget about Cam. Of course, they've told us for years he's fastest man on the field. And he proves it game after game. But they're doing a great job offensively. The line has had great moments, some not so great moments, but they seem to be improving through the night, through the season so far. Looked much better last week than they did at Whitehall. Of course, we talk about Whitehall. That's a 5A school that was averaging just darn near 280 yards, 280 pounds across the defensive line. We're not that big.
Yeah.
Warren has had 32 possessions so far this year, Jimmy. 16 have been touchdowns, 3 fumbles, 7 punts, and 4 turnover on downs. They have scored the first time they touched the football so far in all 3 games at Whitehall. We won the toss, got the football, and ran it back for a touchdown. So you can look for fireworks quickly.
That's the way Coach Embry likes to do it. Lets the other team play from behind.
Right.
They had the toss out at the center of the field. The captains for the Lumberjacks were Neo Harding and Jordan Ingram. And looked like McGehee won the toss and have elected to receive. So the McGehee Owls will get the football to start the football game here tonight. Don't forget about our friends at American Shifty Corporation at 501-945-0878. They were founded in 1971. They've grown to be the largest transmission and rear end builder in the country. They've got big trucks, or you're in the logging business. Hey, they can do big truck transmissions, clutches, rear ends, differentials, skidders, dozers, track hoses. It doesn't matter. They can do it all and get you back on the road or in the woods quicker than anybody else. Next time you broke down, give American Shifty Corporation a call at 501-945-0878. Number 1 Wash and Shine. Thomas Miller and his crew do a great job. If you need your car cleaned up, give them a call at 870-820-2171. They will pick up and deliver, so you don't even have to do anything but roll out of bed, pick up the phone in one morning, and give them a call, and they'll come pick it up and then deliver it back to you that afternoon, all clean and ready to ride. Cars, trucks, big trucks, boats, ATVs, side-by-sides, you name it, they'll clean it up, and they can do just a wash job or do a complete detail, whatever you would like. Again, the number is 820-2171. All right, David.
Talking about the 2 differences in these football teams, Jimmy, I'm going to make a bet with you here.
What betting? Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or cheaper if we can get away with it. Warren will be lucky to have had the football 5 minutes in the first half. Now, I'm not saying that the score is going to be bad. I'm just saying McGee's going to dominate in time of possession.
Yeah, well, we figured that. I mean, that's their style of football. It's run. Warren, I expect McGehee to have those 6 and 7 minute drives. Warren will be looking at a 1.5, 2 minute drive.
Exactly.
All right, Warren will tee it up, and we're about set for football here. Glad you're with us. Again, I'm Jimmy Sledge alongside David King as we get set for tonight's ball game. Alan Juarez will tee it up for the Lumberjacks. And McGehee will put 3 men back deep. McGehee will be moving from right to left, from south to north here at Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium. It's going to be a beautiful night for football. A little cloud covered and a little breeze blowing. Supposed to be in the 70s by the time we get through tonight. Juarez kicks it off. This one's going to carry and go into the end zone, 3 yards deep. No chance for a run back. They'll start at their own 20-yard line.
Which makes the going tough for a high school football team, controlling it and going 80 yards. So, Warren defense, take the field first.
Kai Bell, the quarterback, as David said, it will run everything for the McGehee Owls. He's a senior, 3-year starter for them. Coach Marcus Haddock, he's been at McGehee almost as long as Coach Embry's been here at Warren. Been there a long time.
Long time.
And, of course, they moved up 2 years ago from 3A to 4A and have competed well.
And hadn't slowed them down.
They go in the flex bone. He's going to hand it off to the left halfback over the right side. Going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. You'll get a yard, maybe 2 out of it. It looked like number 25, Christopher Jones, had to carry. Going to give him a gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8. And you're right, this is student body left, student body right, and that's where the ball's going usually. As McGehee looking at second down and 8 from their own 22-yard line. 11:27 to go, just underway, first quarter, first possession. This time they'll come back to the left side. Warren's there and going to stop him at the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard loss. On the carry that time is Norman, Amari Norman, the running back. And he loses a yard, so it'll be third down and long for the McGehee Owls. 3rd and 9.
This is not the way they wanted to start.
Warren's front four is doing a great job so far. 3rd and long. Bale goes under center, bobbles the football, has to fall on it as he had a bad snap, it looked like. He falls on it right there, and they'll lose another yard. It'll be 4th down and 10. And McGee's going to have to punt the football. And we got a injured player for the Lumberjacks. We'll see who it is in just a moment as the officials go out there. Don't forget, we got the scoreboard show coming up tonight at 10 o'clock. We'll have all the scores for you from around the state. And, of course, with conference play getting started, you want to keep up with how everybody's doing in the conference and around the state. They can take care of you. Shaking up on the play for Warren is going to be Jordan Ingram. He's going to get up on his own 2 feet and jog off the field, so that's good to see.
Looked like he ended up on the bottom of the pile.
May have the wind knocked out of him. The punting unit will come on for the Owls. Going back deep for the Lumberjacks is Antonio Jordan. AJ is going to stand around midfield. Most teams have been punting away from him, hadn't given him much chance for return.
No.
We'll see what McGehee tries to do. They get a good snap, and they're going to kick it away from him as well. So this one's going to hit at the 45. Going to be picked up, though, by Neandre Thomas. Back over the 40 to the 35, the 30-yard line, and run out of bounds. Neandre was running down the field, going to sit up and block, but the ball was right there in front of him.
Bounced up in front of him.
So he just picked it up and took off. Neandre with a nice return. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So he had an 11-yard return on the punt, but they did kick it away from AJ.
Oh, yeah, they kept him way away from AJ, didn't they?
Warren will open the football game, spreading the field, 5 wide. Trip receivers into the boundary. Denton out of the shotgun. Going to put Rivera in motion, wanting to throw a screen pass. Going to be incomplete, a little underthrown, and McGee's going to come after Jackson Denton. That time they had a linebacker blitzing, and I think Denton had to throw it just a little bit quicker than he wanted to.
They didn't favor that.
2nd down and 10 for the Lumberjacks from the McGehee 34-yard line. Need to take advantage of the short field here. Stay wide, stay with 5 open, 5 wide outs. Jackson again out of the shotgun, straight drop back. Steps up, has time, throws, it's going to be batted away.
Looked like it got tipped.
Yeah, one of the linebackers got a hand on it. That was number 23. That is Rashawn Brown. Got a hand on it, and that allowed the defensive back time to get up and knock it down from the intended receiver. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 now for the Lumberjacks. They'll stay spread. Nope, they're going to move Rivera in as running back. Irvin Rivera will line up beside Jackson on 3rd and 10. Hand it off to him. He cuts back to the right. He's inside the 30. Rivera will carry it down to the 30, make it the 28-yard line.
That was an interesting look, wasn't it?
And Rivera picks up 7. To make it 6. It's 4th down, Warren in 4-down territory. They'll stay in the spread, 5 receivers. Jackson, quick tunnel screen, going to be complete. A bubble screen. That's Cam Davis at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Cam Davis. gets another touchdown to put in the books for the Lumberjacks. You have to credit that, though, to the receivers that were out there with him that made the blocks. That was A.J. that was out there, and also Tremont Miller. So Warren will score on their first possession. It is 6-0. Juarez will come on to attempt the extra point. The left-footed soccer-style kicker out of the hold of Riley Cornish. There's a snap, kicks on its way, and it is good. 7-0 Lumberjacks lead it. We're back in a moment.
This is Kerry Hartness with Union Bank and Trust. Are you looking to get a loan for a car, truck, ATV, camper, tractor, or boat? If so, I can help you with fast closing times, competitive rates, and service after the loan that can't be beat. For over 135 years, Union Bank has helped the people of Monticello and Southeast Arkansas with their lending and banking needs. So stop by my office or call me at 870-460-6400 and let me show you how easy the lending process can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, financing with approved credit.
What's the best thing about your car? I mean, it's nice if it looks great and has plenty of power, but the best part is it gets you where you need to go. It's the same way with Bradley County Medical Center. Sure, it's a building filled with amazing technology, but more important, it's a place that takes us from illness to wellness, with reliable transportation on the road to recovery. It's something to think about. May 6th through the 12th, as facilities across the country celebrate National Hospital Week. At Bradley County Medical Center, we are hometown people taking care of our hometown.
Back here at Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium, the Lumberjacks lead it 7-0. The kickoff's going to be fielded at the 10 and returned up to the 15. Good coverage will stop him at the 20. As on the return was Amari Norman. Everybody stayed in their lanes, did a good job on the kicking team to cover it.
Great job. Warren scoring drive. 4 plays, 34 yards, 51 seconds.
All right, McGehee with their second possession of the night. Again, they start at their own 20-yard line. This time they'll spread the field a little bit, go with a couple of wideouts, but still with that flex bone backfield. Quick pitch on a sweep to the near side of the field. Warren's got him at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring him down. That's Antonio Jordan. Coach Embry said he was going to play some defense tonight, and A.J. came across the line and tackled the ball carrier. Was that number 25 again? Was it Jones?
Yes. Jones, a tall back.
Yeah. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Owls. They put one receiver split wide to the right. That's Jake Matheny. They're going to put DeAndre Thomas on him man-to-man. They'll also split one wide to the left side. Bale underneath center. Flags come in. Going to have motion against the offense. So false start against the Owls will back them up 5. It'll be second down and 15. 8:55 to play here in the opening quarter. Lumberjacks scored on their first possession. David said, what did you say, 2 plays? 3 plays? No,
4 plays.
4 plays, yeah.
Scored on 4th down. 4th and 4 went 27 yards.
7-0. Lumberjacks lead it. McGehee with the football, backed up to their own 15-yard line. Bale will go underneath center, the quarterback. Puts the halfback in motion. Bale rolling to his right. Warren giving chase. He unloads it. It's going to be caught out at the 23 and hit and knocked out of bounds immediately. Coming through with the pressure for the Lumberjacks with Lewis Woods, the linebacker, but he didn't get there in time. And Bale, you know, a team that doesn't throw the football very much, looked pretty good on that rollout.
Yeah, he did.
It's complete up to the 23-yard line, so a short gang. It'll still bring up a 3rd and long for the Owls. 3rd down and 7. It's a gain of 8 on the play. Again, they'll spread with 2 wideouts, the 2 halfbacks on either side. Bale puts him in motion, and another procedure call against the Owls. So we'll back them up 5. It'll remain 3rd down. Be 3rd and 12 now.
Gain 8, give 5 of it back.
3rd down and 12 for the Owls. Ball's on the right hash mark. It's backed inside the 20 now, back at the 18-yard line. Again, Warren's front four is doing a good job so far here, controlling the line of scrimmage.
Excellent job.
They'll sprint two wide receivers wide left to the wide side of the field. One wide right into the boundary. Bale on 3rd and long. Puts a halfback in motion, rolls to his right. Warren giving pressure. He throws the ball up and going to throw it out of bounds. Again, it was Woods coming through.
He did not want to throw that football then. He just unloaded it.
Threw as far as he could toward the sideline. And it's going to be incomplete. Bring up a 4th down now for the Owls. Warren leads at 7-0, 8:28 to play in the first quarter. As this time, AJ is going to stand about the McGehee 42-yard line to await the punt. Get a good snap again. Another high end-over-end kick. Fair catch called for by Antonio at the 45-yard line, and that's where the Lumberjacks will start. But again, excellent field position.
Great field position.
You know, you start at your own 30, or at the McGehee 34 on your first drive and score. Now you're starting at the McGehee 45. You can kind of gamble a little bit right here. Warren's going empty backfield again.
Field position don't matter to Coach Embry. He's going to call it whatever he's wanting to call.
Lumberjacks moving from north to south here at Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium, from left to right on your radio. Jackson gets the snap, end around, going to hand it off. That's going to be Tremont Miller. Miller inside the 40, the 35, runs out of real estate down close to the 30-yard line.
He got great blocking everywhere then. His wide receiver mates over there did a great job sealing it.
Yeah, Cam Davis, Antonio Jordan, and Irvin Rivera were lined up on this side. They put the blocks. The first down is a Milton Insurance first down. I'll tell you more about that. Jackson wanting to throw. This one batted away at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be incomplete pass. Milton Insurance of Fordyce for all your insurance needs. Hey, don't forget that the Medicare annual enrollment starts October 15th. It goes till December the 7th. If you have any questions, you're thinking to be eligible for Medicare, you need to sign up, give Patrick a call at 352-2155. That's Milton Insurance in Fordyce. 2nd and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Jackson Denton tie the shotgun. Going to hand it off. That's going to be to Ingram. Jordan Ingram. He's got a yard, maybe 2 out of it. Not much there. Same play we saw on the last drive, wasn't it?
Yes. No gain, is it?
Actually, no gain. Ball spotted at the 29 of McGehee. 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. Ingram stays in at the running back spot. Twin receivers to either side. Didn't want to throw. Steps up, fires underneath, but tunnel screen complete to AJ. AJ at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. AJ doing a good job running down the sideline. Boy, he tiptoed it down the edge of the sideline. You know, we didn't talk about it on the pregame show, but we've talked about it in previous weeks, is yards after the catch. These receivers really get yards after the catch.
They do. They get it, then they get great blocking from the other receivers, which allows them to run wild.
13-0, Lumberjacks up. Juarez on to attempt the extra point. Got a good snap, kicks on its way, and it is good. 14-0, Lumberjacks lead at 7:35 to go here in the quarter. We're back in just a moment.
Might not be a celebrity, but you still can be a star. South Arkansas College in El Dorado gives you the opportunity to learn, grow, and succeed in an environment where you are treated as the important person you are. The star in our logo is a reminder of what you mean to us. South Arkansas College in El Dorado, a place where you can shine. Visit southark.edu/info.
Schedule a tour and see the Bellevue Estates Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center in person for yourself. We would love to show you around and answer your questions. Peace of mind comes when you know your loved one is in good hands. Whether you're looking for short-term, long-term, or private rehabilitation, Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello can provide the care you need. Just call 870-367-0044 for more information.
7:35 to play in the first quarter. Warren leads at 14-0, and Juarez sends another one into the end zone. You know, he did that the first football game against Stuttgart. The last 2 weeks, he hadn't put them in the end zone. Tonight, he's kicking them
deep again.
A long ways.
Their Lumberjack drive, 4 plays, 45 yards, 46 seconds.
1st and 10 for the Owls. Again, they'll start at their own 20-yard line. Third possession, third time they've started at the 20. Kai Bell goes underneath center. They go back to the flex bone with those 3 halfbacks. Hand off right side, gets to the line of scrimmage and going to gain a yard, and then Warren's going to push him back.
Number 10, wasn't it, on the carry?
I'm not sure. Yeah, 10. That's right. That is Rashad Brown. But Rivera was there to make sure he didn't go
anywhere. Rivera having a great year so far.
2nd down and 9, a gain of 1 on that play. They stay in the flex bone, tight set. Overload the wide side of the field. Bell rolling to his left, looking down the field, has a man open. It's going to be in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, just dropped. Oh, he was wide open. A breakdown in the secondary. As that was Rashad Brown was the man he was trying to get it to. He came from that halfback spot. And David, I don't know what happened to the cornerback over here or the safety, but they weren't there.
He wasn't there.
It'll be 3rd down and 9, however, for the Owls. Ball at their own 21-yard line. So 3rd and 9. This time they'll spread the field with twin receivers to the wide side, 1 receiver into the boundary. Put a man in motion. And now flags come up.
Delay a game.
Delay a game against the Owls.
Warren defense doing a lot of moving up and down and here and there, and it's linemen are looking at that too.
3rd down and 14 now for the Owls. They'll spot it back at the 20 and make it the 17-yard line. The 17-yard line. Need to get out to the 30. Third and long. Bell underneath center. Handoff right side. Warren's there again. Good containment, and they're not going to get but a yard or two out to about the 19-yard line as far as he's going to get. So a gain of only 2 to bring up another 4th down. And David, right now, McGehee doesn't have any positive yardage in offense.
Very little.
Yeah. Very little. All right, their punter comes on. That is Jake Matheny. And once again, he'll punt from inside his own 10-yard line. Antonio Jordan, AJ's back deep for the Lumberjacks. He'll stand at the 43-yard line. 6:15 to play here in the quarter. Another high, wobbly kick. AJ's going to field this one and try to return it. Hit back as he backs up to the 49, midfield, and he's going to be dropped at midfield.
They're going to say, I think, the 49.
Yep, that's where his forward progress went. But he caught it at the 46 and tried to run wide, and they kept backing him up. So Warren will take over at midfield at the 49 of McGehee for their 3rd possession. They've scored on their first 2 possessions, lead at 14-0. Rivera is going to stay in at the running back spot. Now they're going to spread him out wide as Warren, almost the entire game, only a few times have they put a back in the backfield. Then staying 5 wide. Ball on the right hash mark. Trip receivers here into the boundary on the right side. Twins go wide left. Put Cam Davis in motion. Here comes the blitz. Tunnel screen underneath, complete to Miller. Tremont inside the 45, down to the 40, and he'll have the first down at the 39-yard line of McGehee. That's another Milton Insurance first down. See Patrick or Skip at 314 North Spring Street. Call 870-352-2155. Milton Insurance. First and 10 Lumberjacks. And now Jackson Denton, the quarterback, gave a hard snap count, and that caused the defense to jump off sides.
Denton has showed that all season, that he can get people to move when he wants to.
The officials are discussing it, though. We'll see if they're going to allow it. And the head umpire, they're going to discuss it with all of them.
Did a flinch cause the defensive lineman to move?
They're going to call it.
They're going to go ahead and call it.
Defensive offsides. Defensive offsides. So mark off the 5-yard penalty. That'll put it down at the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 5 for the Lumberjacks. 5:48 to play here in the opening quarter. Warren leading 14-0. And kind of tapping on the door once again. In striking distance for sure.
They may not be at the door, but they're in the driveway.
Rivera lines up beside Denton in the backfield. They'll rush 3. Denton steps up, going deep down the field, looking for Thomas, and overthrows him. DeAndre Thomas broke open on a deep post pattern.
Just a little too much on it.
Jackson, a little too much arm. That ball went 45 yards through the air. For a ninth grader, throwing it 45 yards, pretty good feat, isn't it?
It's impressive.
2nd and 5 for the Lumberjacks from the McGehee 34. Handed off Rivera straight ahead. Irvin lowers his head. He'll get down to the 31-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 2. We'll call it 3rd and 2. Warren quickly back to the line of scrimmage with no huddle. Quick snap. Hand off again, Rivera. He's got the first down again as he goes inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. And that's another Milton Insurance first down. Medicare annual enrollment's coming up October 15th through December the 7th. If you need help deciding what Medicare you need, give Patrick Milton a call at 870-352-2155. He can help you weed through all that confusing stuff with Medicare. All right, shaking up on the play for Warren. You hate to see that. That's going to be Braden Chancellor. It's 58, isn't it?
Yeah.
58, Bryson Harris.
And Joshua Green checks in the ball game in his place.
They'll check on Bryson there on the sidelines. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks. Jackson wanting to throw. Denton. Jackson throws over the middle. This one's complete at the 10. Makes a tackler miss. Gets to the 5. That's DeAndre Thomas on the catch, and they'll mark him down at the 6-yard line. DeAndre with the catch and another Milton Insurance first down for all your insurance needs. Go see them at 314 North Spring Street in Fordyce. 1st and goal to go from the 6. Warren goes with a tight bunch set. Bring them in tight. Denton stays in it to quarterback. Denton hands it off. That's going to be to Cam. Cam around the left end. He'll walk into the end zone untouched. And Cam Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Lumberjacks are up 20-0. Yeah, he caught the first one, ran down the sideline. AJ did one, and Cam did too.
Okay.
20-0. Hey, 4:41 left to go here in the first quarter.
They never really got close to Cam on that one.
Not at all. Juarez on to attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of Cornish. The snap down. The kick blocked. It's blocked by number 19, and that is Amari Norman blocking the kick. 20-0. Lumberjacks lead it. We're back in a moment.
Sewell Oil Company, located at 3400 Junction City Highway in El Dorado, is proud to serve their great customers all through the ARC limit. With locations in El Dorado, Croston, and Warren, Sewell Oil Company is a phone call away at 881-9300. Check out our new location at 1401 East Church Street in Warren, or call 870-466-4166. Check us out at SewellOil.com. Sewell Oil, a proud sponsor of Warren Lumberjack football.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw campaign.
20-0, Lumberjacks lead it. 4:41 to play here in the first quarter. This one will be taken at the 1-yard line and return. Up over the 10, 15, 20, out over the 25. Going to give McGehee their best starting position out at the 26-yard line. As well, they'll start this drive on the night. But that's their best starting position all night.
Best all night. Warren, 6 plays, 49 yards, 1 minute and 23 seconds. In this offense, that's called a sustained drive.
Yeah, for Warren. You're right. Cam Davis tapped it off. The 6-yard run. 1st and 10 for the Owls. They'll start at their own 20. They mark it at the 27, so 1st and 10. Warren stays with a 4-man front up front. Put 4 linebackers up there as well at about 4 yards off the ball. Bell keeps it himself. He goes around the right side, and he's going to gain a yard, and that's all.
You notice, Jimmy, McGehee backs are not even able to lean forward and pick up an extra yard after being hit. They're just being driven back.
Warren's done a good job tackling tonight.
Yes.
Actually, no gain on the play. They'll spot it at the 34. The 29, make it. I'll get it right. Yep, there we go. They finally moved the stick. It is a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Bale underneath center. Puts twin receivers wide right. One comes wide left. It's almost an I formation. They try a reverse, hand it off at the 30. 35 at 40. Going to be hit at the 45 and brought down at the 47-yard line. Neo Harding make it on the stop. The ball carrier was Rashad Brown. That was a double handoff in the backfield.
Yes.
Handed it off to one back going one way, and then they run the reverse coming back the other way with Rashad. He'll pick up the first down of the night for McGehee. And that comes with 3:32 to play here in the opening quarter. Warren up 20-0. They like that formation, so they're going to go back to it. Bale underneath center, pitch back, sweep to the right to the fullback. His first carry. There's Wood to hit him at midfield. The ball carrier that time is number 34. That is Jafe Easter, his first carry of the night. But he got 4 good yards out of it before Lewis Woods could wrestle him to the ground. So 2nd down and 6 for McGehee now at the Lumberjack 49-yard line. One receiver goes wide right to go back into the flex bone. Bale hands it off, coming to our side, the left side, inside the 45, the 40. They're going to finally bring him down. Flags come in, and we're going to have a horse collar.
Yeah.
I believe you're right. That was Rashad Brown on the carry for the Lumberjacks on the stop. I'm trying to see who it was on the stop that grabbed hold of his shoulder pad. It may have been Rivera. Got a hold of his shoulder pad, and that's called a horse collar in high school football. So they'll tack on the penalty at the end of the run, which was at the 37-yard line. A mark off 15 is going to put McGehee down, and here they are tapping on the door now. As they'll spot the football down at the 22-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Owls. 2:35 to play first quarter. Warren has scored on all 3 possessions they've had. This is the 4th possession for McGehee. And they're starting to have a little success. Back to the flex bone formation. Overload to right side. Bale rolling to his right, wanting to throw, has a man, is complete at the 10, going to be knocked down at the 9-yard line. DeAndre Thomas, there defending on the play, was able to get him down, but not before he picks up 12 yards and a first down. And now they are knocking on the door.
They are.
First and goal to go from the 9. First and goal to go from the 9 for the Owls. All right, we'll see what the Lumberjack defense can do. Bale underneath center. Bale hands off right side. Rashad, he carries it, cuts it up at the 6, and that's as far as he's going to go. A gain of about 3. And then there's a whole bunch of black and orange jerseys over there to make the stop. That's Rashad Brown on the carry again. Mark him out at the 6, or down at the 6, so it'll be second and goal from the 6.
3-yard pickup.
1:43 remaining here in the quarter. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. Ball on the right hash mark. Bunch set to the left. Overload the left side of the defensive line for the Lumberjacks. Bale, quick pitch. They'll sweep it that way. Warren's got it covered, and he'll fall down at the line of scrimmage at the 6-yard line. That was Ingram who stepped up, and he really is the one that blew that play up.
He blew it up.
Made the ball carrier cut back inside. When he did, he lost his footing and fell right there. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 now for the Owls. 3rd and goal from the 6. Warren leads it 20-0. We go under a minute left to play here in the first quarter. This time they overload the wide side of the field, the right side of their offensive line, and their offensive line jumps off sides, the tight end. It was 3rd and goal from the 6. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 11. And boy, those penalties have hurt the McGehee Owls here in the first quarter. I think they've had one on every drive, a penalty of offsides.
Yeah.
On every drive.
They've been penalized 5 times for 25 yards.
It's 3rd and goal from the 11 now for the Owls. The Warren defense stays with a 4-man front. Then they're putting the linebackers, 3 linebackers, and sometimes sheeting up a defensive back or a safety up as another linebacker. On 3rd and goal from the 11, Brown hands it off right side, going to be hit at the 11. No gain on the play, actually a loss back to the 12-yard line. And I believe Preston Green in on the stop for the Lumberjacks.
That's a loss of
1. It's 4th and goal from the 12 now. They're going to send on the field goal unit. It's 20-0. Time's going to expire here at the end of the first quarter. They're going to have to walk and go to the other end to attempt this field goal. It will be a 28-yard field goal attempt by McGehee when we return after this timeout.
System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home, choose Drew Memorial.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Motor Company in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArcLaMiss without any penalty for tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today. Ryburn Motor Company, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Motor Company, proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
20-0 as we get set to start the second quarter. McGee's going to be attempting a 28-yard field goal attempt. But, David, what about the numbers there in the first quarter?
Warren, 38 yards rushing, 87 passing, 125. McGehee, 42 rushing, 12 passing, 54 total.
All that came on that last
All of
on
it
this
came
drive.
up. Exactly.
On this drive for McGehee.
They were at 0 total yards before this drive started.
All right. Holder will hold it at the 18-yard line. It's on the right hash mark. Got a right-footed kicker, so a 28-yard field goal attempt. But remember, the quarterback does the holding. If you get it down, kick's going to be on the way, and it's going to be wide left and no good. So it's still 20-0. The Lumberjacks will take over at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. To start their 4th possession of the game. They scored on all 3 possessions so far. And they'll get it 1st and 10 at their own 20, following the field goal attempt by the Owls. American Shifting Corporation has been around since 1971. If you're in the trucking business or logging business, their number is 501-945-0878. Give them a call the next time you have transmission or clutch problems or rear end or differentials on your skidder, your truck. Doesn't matter. They can work on it all, and they can get you back on the road or in the woods quicker than anybody else. That's American Shifting Corporation, 2101 East Broadway in North Little Rock. Call 501-945-0878. Denton out of the shotgun on 1st down, wanting to go deep, going for DeAndre Thomas. He's behind the defenders, and he drops the football. Right over his shoulder, into the breadbasket, and threw it. Had a hole in it, didn't it?
You couldn't have handed it to him any better.
He split the double team, ran right by him. There was a flag, but they're going to wave it off. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now for the Lumberjacks from their own 20-yard line. This is the first possession Warren started back in their own territory.
It is.
All the other 3 were on the McGehee side of the 50. AJ goes wide right. Twins come wide left. Denton again out of the shotgun. Straight drop. The blitz coming. He throws a quick pass and overthrows. That's going to be DeAndre Thomas again.
They let the pass rush come a little quicker than it was supposed to.
Star City is trailing DeWitt at the moment, 9-7. Monticello, I think, 28-0 over Helena in the first half. 3rd down and 10 for Warren. Denton, low snap, picks it up off the turf, wanting to throw it over the middle, fires. It's going to be tipped by that same linebacker again. Got a hand on it. That's Rashawn Brown.
Because that was a 1st down. He was wide open.
Yeah, AJ was open over the middle of the field with that linebacker. That's the 2nd tip ball he's had tonight. And Warren's going to look at 4th down and have to punt it away. So AJ, who does the punting, Antonio will go back. He'll stand at his own 6-yard line. The return man from McGehee had backed up all the way to his own 35. Good snap, no rush. AJ, a low wobbly kick will hit at the 35. Going to be picked up at the 29 and returned up over the 30 to the 35. Make it the 40-yard line, and he's hit there. Neo Harding down first on the coverage, and he lowered the boom on him right there.
Good coverage by the Lumberjacks on that punt.
At an 11-yard return, they'll start at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10, 11:29 to go here in the first half. 20-0, Lumberjacks on top of McGehee. You know, and I don't expect to see Coach Haddock and the Owls break their form. They're going to stay in their game plan.
I think they will.
They stay with the bunch set to the right, one back in the backfield, a halfback on the right side. Quick pitch to the fullback. Turns it up at the 40 to the 45, and going to be hit at the 46 and brought down there. As Irvin Rivera on the stop, number 34 on the carry. That's Jay Easter.
7-yard pickup.
Yep. 2nd down and 3. They'll mark it down at the 47-yard line. 2nd down. Kai Bell, the quarterback, again, a 3-year starter for them at quarterback. Back to the flex bone. 2 halfbacks and a fullback. Bale hands off to his right halfback over the left side. He'll get it up close to midfield, just shy of the first down marker.
I think he's going to have it.
Christopher Jones was the running back. Looks like Jordan Ingram in on the stop. They're going to spot it right at midfield, and that's where the marker is. They're looking at it, and they're going to say first down.
Think it is.
Yep. 10:40 to play here in the first half. Warren on top, 20-0. We're fortunate. We've had 2 home games in 2 weeks.
Kind of spoiled.
Kind of Star City last week, and
3 of the 4 have been at home.
Yeah. That means we'll be on the road for the second half of the season. All right. 1st and 10, McGehee Owls. Flags come in and another procedure call against the Owls. So another 5-yard penalty against McGehee. And big offensive lineman is saying he was drawn offsides. Jamarian Stovall. And he's pointing over at one of the Lumberjacks trying to plead his case to the official. If they mark off the 5-yard penalty against the Owls, back to the 45-yard line, it'll be 1st and 15. They'll send Joey Matheny, split wide to the right. One goes wide, make it 2 go wide to the left. Put a man in motion.
There's that reverse again.
Here's Rashawn again. He'll cross midfield down to the Lumberjack 47. A flag comes in.
But.
Yeah, Rashawn again on the carry. And holding. Got to be the call against McGehee. And this is untypical of a McGehee team. You usually don't see them get penalized this much. So it's going to back them up 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 25 now for the Owls.
7 penalties for 40 yards.
Warren leads 20-0. 10:04 left to play here in the first half. Ball spotted back at their own 35. They need to get to the Warren 40 for the first down. All right. The halfback over there on the left side is Christopher Jones. Bale goes underneath center, takes the snap, wanting to throw, rolling to his left, steps up, has a man open again. That's Bale. He's at the 40, caught at the 30, not going to catch him. The 10, the 5, touchdown. Owls, Christopher Jones. Again, Warren putting a lot of folks on defense up 6 yards off the line of scrimmage, and nobody's been covering back deep. Christopher Jones with the catch and the run and the touchdown, and it's 20-6 with 9:31 left to play. And McGehee going to use the old swinging door. As they'll get set, they're going to snap it and go for 2. Get it to Bale. Kai Bale coming down the line, runs over a man. Good for the 2-point conversion. 20-8. McGehee thinks they're back in it here with 9:31 left to go in the first half. We're back in just a moment.
Legendary coach Paul Bear Bryant from Fort Dodge, Arkansas once said, "It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters." Congratulations to all the players and coaches who have put in the hours in the summer, in the weight room, in the film room, and on the practice field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman, and I approve this message because high school athletics prepare us for victories on and off the field.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
Do you want access to your money at the touch of a button? Warren Bank and Trust Company has 6 ATM locations to serve you. At the West Warren Bank, Warren Motor Bank, the Hermitage Bank, inside Bradley County Medical Center, Super Value Foods, and the Mad Butcher. You can also enjoy 24-hour convenience with their internet banking at www.warrenbanktrust.com. Service at your fingertips with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Member, Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. Member, FDIC.
20-8. The Warren Lumberjacks still have the lead. But tell you what, David, I think McGee's got a little confidence now.
Yeah, I agree with you. 4 plays, 60 yards, a bit at 58 seconds.
They're going to onside kick it. It's on the ground. It's been touched by the Lumberjacks. McGehee says they haven't. No, Warren's going to come up with a loose football. As coming up off the bottom of the pile for the Lumberjacks with that onside kick recovery is Deshaun Adams. But Warren will have pretty good field position up at the 46-yard line. At their own 46. 20-8. And you know, on that last drive by McGehee, they overcame a 1st and 25.
Yes.
After having those penalties. Jackson Denton, your quarterback, the freshman, takes the snap, play action, throws the bubble screen over there to A.J. Antonio down the sideline, going to be hit at midfield. He'll get it across midfield to the 48-yard line of McGehee. That'll be a gain of 6 on the play. Warren will look at 2nd down and 4. So 2nd and 4. They move it across midfield in Owl territory. Spread the field out, ball on the right hash mark. Twin receivers to either side. Blitz coming, hand it off, and he's got some room at the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, all the way down to the 29, make it the 31-yard line, as that is going to be Jordan Ingram.
But there's a flag at the 29, at the 31.
That would have been, a 5, 10, 14, about an 18-yard run, but they're going to bring it back. Holding the call against the Lumberjacks. They'll mark it off from the spot.
So Ingram's going to get 8 yards on the pickup.
And we'll get credit for the Milton Insurance first down. Hey, if you're trying to weed through Medicare, the Medicare annual enrollment starts October 15th and runs through December the 7th. Call Patrick Milton at 352-2155. He can help you weed through all of that gobbledygook. Lumberjacks throw it into the sideline. DeAndre Thomas in and out of his hands.
Warren has dropped more passes tonight than I've seen him drop the entire season.
2nd down and 10 now for the Lumberjacks. Clock will stop with the incomplete pass. They come back quickly to the line of scrimmage. 9:06 left to play here in the half. Denton looks over the defense. Going to leave it again up the middle. Ingram across the 40 to the 35. Going to be down to the 34-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 7 on the play. It'll bring it up 3rd down and 3. Jordan Ingram, he's a little bowling ball. He's 5'11", 209, and he runs downhill. That's what I like about him. 3rd and 3. Denton again leaves it with Ingram. Ingram looking for a hole. Brings it to the outside. He'll get it to the 30. He's got the first down. Another Milton Insurance first down is Jordan Ingram. Some nifty running there. The hole was blocked. He bounced it outside.
He made something happen.
They'll mark it inside the 30, just outside the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. Twin receivers to either side. McGehee rushes 3 this time. This time they get it to Thomas. DeAndre down the left sideline. Be a short gain inside the 25, down to about the 23-yard line. Be a gain of 7 on the play. Bring up 2nd down. About 6 on that last play. 2nd down and 4. Quickly, they snap the football, hand it off, and may have snapped it too quick. I don't think everybody was set. It's going to be a procedure call.
All sides on the defense.
All right.
I wasn't expecting that.
No. So we'll mark them all 5, and that'll give Warren another Milton Insurance first down. They'll spot it inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks. For all your insurance needs, call Patrick or Skip Milton at 352-2155. Denton wanting to throw, looking toward the end zone. Throws it up, jump ball, and it's going to be caught. But there's a flag and maybe offensive pass interference.
Could easily be.
DeAndre Thomas made the catch. And I think that's what they're going to call.
Yeah, Warren didn't go nowhere.
Yep. Offensive pass interference against the Lumberjacks. So we'll back them up. This will remain first down.
Warren has a larger group of wide receivers size-wise, and they're very physical.
Yeah. They'll spot the football all the way back to the 34-yard line. There's a 15-yard penalty for the interference call. 1st and 25. Then blitz coming, throws it underneath to Thomas. Thomas breaks the tackle at the 30, picks up a block at the 20, to the 15, cuts back inside to the 10, finally brought down at the 7-yard line.
Well, that didn't work so well, did it, for McGehee?
They had the blitz coming. Warren picked it up, got a quick hit out to Neandre Thomas on the sideline, and he picked up a couple of good blocks down there.
He got 2 excellent blocks.
They're going to mark it at the 8. There's another flag, though. Holding this time against the Lumberjacks. I didn't see the flag.
I didn't either.
It was 1st and 25. It's going to be 1st and 35 now for the Lumberjacks. Wow. 8:13 left to play here in the first half. 20-8. Lumberjacks lead it. They're going to spot it all the way back to the 44-yard line. Warren's got to get to the 9 for a first down. So 1st and 35. Warren will go empty backfield now. Put 3 receivers to the wide side. Ball's on the left hash mark. Twin receivers come to the left. Put Cam Davis. I'll make that Miller in motion. Now flags come in. We're going to have motion against the Lumberjacks.
No.
Again. Offsides against the defense. Somebody's lining up in the neutral zone.
Yeah. That is it. They're lining up offsides.
Yep. So it'll still be first down. Now it's going to be 1st and 30 for Warren.
Getting him back 5 at a time.
Tremont Miller will come wide left. Over here with, it looks like Deshaun Adams. Trips go wide right. Denton looking back, going deep, has a man wide open. That's Cam. Cam catches at the 5. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. We'll just call him Money Cam.
Yeah, money.
Cam Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And that was on a 1st and 30 is what the play was. And Denton delivered a perfectly thrown football. So the extra point coming. Let's see. They're gonna leave the offense out there and go for 2. It looks like. Yep. Antonio, AJ is going to be your quarterback. We'll call it the Wild Lumberjack. The Wild Jack. Antonio lines up in the shotgun. Ingram's lined up beside him on the left. They hand it off to Ingram. Ingram bounces it to the outside. He's in for the 2-point conversion. 28-8. Lumberjacks get back on the even score there. It's 7:40 to play in the first half. We're back in just a moment.
Feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Shop the weekend blowout sale at Super Value Foods in Warren and you'll save money. Sunny Delight 40-ounce bottles are just 98 cents. Medium pork spare ribs, twin pack, $1.68 a pound. Hunt's Manwich sauce, 15-ounce can, just 98 cents. Hawaiian Punch, a gallon jug, 2 for $5. And Kindle Charcoal, a 15-pound bag, only $4.98. You'll save when you shop the Super Value weekend blowout sale at Super Value Foods in Warren.
7:40 to play here in the first half. It's 28-8. Lumberjacks just put 8 points on the board, and they'll kick it off this time. Juarez's kick taken at the 8-yard line. Returned up over the 15, the 20. Cuts to the right side. That's Rashad Brown. Brown runs over the 20. Finally gets it out close to the 25 before he's finally tripped up there. He probably ran 55 yards to get a 12-yard return. Make it a 15-yard return. But they'll start this drive 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Warren scoring drive, 8 plays, 54 yards, 1 minute and 51 seconds.
And that was they were looking at 1st and 30 when they scored that touchdown. All right. McGehee had some success driving the football their last possession. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. Kai Bell, your senior quarterback. One back in the backfield is Jay Easter. The halfbacks are split out. Quick pitch goes to Easter around the left end. Easter out over the 25, out close to the 30. Warren's going to stand him up right there. It'll be a gain of 4 on the play. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 black jerseys right there on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball spotted at their own 30-yard line. As they bring the play in from the sideline, that's Jake Matheny. He'll line up as a wide out. Ball on the left hash mark as McGehee comes to the line of scrimmage. Bale underneath center. Back to the flex bone. Hand off to the left halfback around the right side. He crosses the 20. He's hit hard at the 22-yard line. There's Rivera again.
Rivera and is that
Tillman, I believe.
And Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas was the man on the bottom that took his feet out from under him.
A gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 4. So big 3rd down here with 6:25 left to play in the first half. 28-8 our score. Lumberjacks on top. And the Owls break the huddle with 10 seconds left on the play clock. They'll send one man wide left, come out of the flex bone. I guess you'd call this a spread of the flex bone, huh?
Yeah.
Quick pitch goes to the tailback, trying to get to the edge, and Warren's got it contained. He's going to lose a yard or two. Back at the 30-yard line, and that is Antonio Jordan playing out there, the defensive corner. And he can run down somebody trying to get outside.
He can run them down, yeah.
He did. It's a loss of a yard on the play. Make it 2. It'll be 4th and 5. And McGee's got to be forced to punt it away. So McGehee will punt it. Antonio's back deep. He'll stand at his own 45-yard line to await the punt. McGehee having trouble getting personnel out there on the punting unit. And finally do. Get a good snap. It's a low kick. Been picked up by Warren. That's Cam Davis at the 45. Returned to the 40, to the 35, and he's going to be out of bounds at the 34-yard line. That ball was so low, and it took a bounce.
It was
right to that was
Cam Burks.
Cam Burks.
You was close. You had Cam.
He wears number 8. Cam Davis wears number 9. And with my eyes, that looked like a 9 from here.
And it happened on the other side of the field.
Okay, give me a little credit.
I'm giving you all the breaks.
1st and 10 from the McGehee 34-yard line. Empty backfield and 5 wide for the Lumberjacks. Jackson Denton calling the signals. Has time. Looking, now forced out of the pocket. He's going to be sacked. Ball is loose. A flag comes in, and the ball is still loose. Warren may have it. Denton was hit as he started to set up. It looks like Warren's going to recover it. That's Alex Wardlaw who recovered the fumble. But now we'll see what the flag was about.
13-yard loss is going to be a holding.
Yeah, holding against Warren. And whoever Jackson Denton was wanting to throw to was covered because he had time to get rid of it. But then the pocket collapsed. Warren just lucky to maintain possession of it. And now the officials are discussing, do you mark it from the end of the play or from the spot? Holding against the Lumberjacks declined. That would go back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it would go back then.
In 10 yards. So this, since it's a 13-yard loss, they're going to leave it right there, and it'll be second down.
The difference in the yardage was not that much. The biggie was it's either going to be the down, second down, or first down.
Again, empty backfield. Cam Davis in motion. He runs by, tunnel screen underneath. It's going to be incomplete.
The fourth drop of the night for the Lumberjacks.
That was intended for Tremont Miller. Miller's having a few words with Denton. Third down and a ways. It's 3rd and 23 for Warren. 28-8. Lumberjacks lead it. There's 4:54 remaining here in the first half. Warren scored on their first 3 possessions, had to punt it on their 4th possession, and then scored on their 5th. This is their 6th possession of the half. Empty backfield again. Denton steps up in the pocket, fires deep on the outside. It's going to be incomplete through the hands of Antonio Jordan. Again, we've talked about the sure hands of the receivers all season long, but tonight they can't hold on to much.
That's the 5th drop of the night.
So Warren is going to choose to show a punt. And Antonio Jordan will go back to do the punting. Irvin Rivera is the up back. 4th down and long, 4th and 23. McGee's finally going to send a man back deep. That's going to be the quarterback, Kai Bell, going back deep. Get a good snap, no pressure. Antonio angling toward the sideline. This one's going to go out of bounds.
Not going to be a pretty punt.
It's going to end up being marked out at the 26-yard line. So what is that?
22-yard?
No, about a 15-yard.
21-yard
21. Going to mark it out at the 21-yard line, and that's where McGehee will start this drive with 4:42 remaining here in the half. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. It's 28-8. Lumberjacks with the lead. And the Owls will come to the line of scrimmage. Flex it to the left side, the wide side of the field. And a wide receiver splits wide. Bale, halfback, they run the reverse again. Pitch it back to the 25. Giving chase is Antonio Jordan. He'll run him out of bounds up at the 32-yard line. That was number 25. Again, that's Christopher Jones on the carry. AJ runs him out of bounds, but not before he picks up 6 yards. So 2nd down and 4 for McGehee. This time the ball spotted on the left hash mark. They go back to the flex bone. Now a timeout is going to be called by McGehee. With 4:34 remaining here in the first half, we need to tell you about our friends at number 1 Wash and Shine. Thomas Miller and his crew do a great job cleaning your cars up. They clean my wife's car up all the time. They do a good job. They'll do a wash or they'll do a complete detail. They do offer free pickup and delivery. They've been in business a long time, so that must mean they're doing a good job. And you can stay in business for so many years, and I don't know how many years it has been, but it's been a long time.
Been a long time.
But give them a call at 870-820-2171. That's number 1 Wash and Shine. Give them a call and let them clean your vehicle up tomorrow. American Shifty Corporation, founded in 1971, has become the largest in the country, transmission and rear end builders in the country. They've been doing it since 1971. They've got the machinery, they've got the parts there in their warehouse at 2101 East Broadway in North Little Rock. If you're in the trucking business, the logging business, heavy equipment, give them a call next time you break down and they need some work done. 501-945-0878. They will come pick up your transmission or rear end and take it in, fix it, bring it back to you. And they work in Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, and Texas and Oklahoma. They are spread almost all around. That's American Shifty Corporation. 2nd down and 4 for the Owls. Bale goes underneath center. Halfback moves. They didn't call it.
Didn't call that one.
Rolling to his right. Throws underneath. Going to be complete out over the 35 to the 40. It'll be a McGehee first down. Is making the catch. That's Jay Hughes. He was one of the H-backs. He's actually one that jumped a little bit.
Yeah.
But they didn't call that one. It'll be a first down for the Owls out at the 39-yard line, their own 39. 4:20 remaining here in the half. Lumberjacks lead it 28-8. And now the Owls overload the left side. That'll be the wide side of the field. Get your fullback, two fullbacks back there, and then one of the halfbacks splits wide left, wanting to throw it. Bale under pressure, throws it down the field, and he's going to throw it incomplete. Antonio Jordan almost came up with the interception over there.
He was there.
Jordan Ingram, he was breathing down the neck of Kyle Bale, the quarterback. Just made him throw that one as far as he could. So it'll be second down and 10 now for the Owls. So second and 10. And they're in no hurry. Incomplete pass, though, stopped the clock with 3:52. But they had been in no hurry. They're running the play clock down. It's down to 6, down to 5. Letting it go all the way down before they snap the football. Halfback in motion. Ball's loose on the ground. It's a bad snap to exchange from the center to the quarterback, but Kyle Bale's going to fall on it.
Looked like Bale pulled out before he had the football.
And it's going to be a loss on the play back to the 37-yard line. So it'll be a loss of 2. Now it's third down and 12. So we'll see if the Lumberjacks can come up with a third down stop here, leading 28-8. Lumberjacks scored on their first 3 possessions in the first quarter. Looked like it was going to be a cakewalk. But then McGehee comes up and puts a stop on them, forces them punt. And they put together a long drive and score, make it 28-8. And that's where we are right now. Bale wanting to throw, rolling to his right, looking underneath, ball tipped in through the hands of the intended receiver and going to be incomplete. Andre Thomas came up
and smacked him.
And smacked the intended receiver, Christopher Jones, just about the time the ball got there. It was incomplete out at the 48-yard line. It'll be fourth down and 12 now for the Owls. So it looks like they're going to go into punting formation again. Matheny is back to punt. Antonio Jordan, AJ's back deep for the Lumberjacks. Snap, a low kick again, hits it midfield, takes an Owl bounce. Warren picks it up, gets it to Cam Davis. Cam across midfield, the 45, the 40, and finally run out of bounds down at the 37-yard line. It looked like Woods who actually caught it and then pitched it back to Cam Davis on the return. And Warren will have it first and 10 at the 37-yard line of McGehee. About a 25-yard return.
The one thing McGehee really didn't want to do, they did.
Give Warren good field position. Handoff goes to Ingram. Ingram over the left tackle, carries it down to the 35. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play.
They really didn't want to give Warren the football back.
Gain of 2 by Jordan Ingram. He comes up hobbling a little bit. It'll be second down and 8 now for the Lumberjacks. Ball in the center of the field. Play action. Throw it complete to Neandre. Neandre loses the football after he caught it, and McGehee falls on it at the 39-yard line.
Will turn it over.
Neandre Thomas trying to shake the defender there. The tackler, would-be tackler, and when he did, he was swapping hands.
And they punched it loose.
They punched it loose. First turnover of the ball game for the Lumberjacks. And it will give McGehee first and 10 at their own 39-yard line with 2:21 remaining. McGehee has 2 timeouts left here before halftime. McGehee will spread a receiver wide to the left. One comes wide right. 2 backs in the backfield. Bale rolling to his left, looking. Has to throw it early. It's going to be thrown, and does he catch it? No, he did not. Looked like Antonio Jordan coming up almost got the interception. But Kyle Bell's pass, and I believe it was Woods or Rivera won.
Rivera
won, putting the pressure.
Turned it up.
Second down and 10 for the Owls. Ingram plays defensive end on the right side. Rivera plays that Mike linebacker right in the middle. On second and 10, Bell looks over the defense. It's a man in motion. The reverse again. Warren's got it strung out. Going to drop him for a loss all the way back inside the 35, back to the 33-yard line. And then we talked about Ingram playing that defensive end. He came across and just strung it out.
He did.
Antonio Jordan come up for support.
Who was that had the football?
25.
25. That's what I thought.
Jones. Christopher Jones. So it'll be third down and about 16. Clock is down to 1:42 left to play here. Warren could stop the clock if they wanted to.
Yeah.
They've got 3 timeouts. This time they go with a tight bunch set. Ball on the left hash mark. Overload the wide side of the field. The quarterback, Bale, keeps it himself. He's across the 40, 45, midfield. He's got the first down as he falls forward into Lumberjack territory at the 49-yard line. They'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for the Owls. And that time, Bale just turned around, acted like he was going to hand it off, and then took off. Warren went for everybody but the quarterback. First and 10. Owls, that's a Lumberjack 49. Bale again takes the snap, rolling right, looking. He's under trouble. Woods has him. Guy breaks that tackle, comes across midfield, still on his feet to the 40, down to the 37-yard line. Oh, my. Lewis Woods had him dead to right in the backfield. He broke that tackle. Then he got away from Terrence Robertson. And finally, somebody brought him down at the 37-yard line.
It went from second and about 16 to first down.
First and 10, a gain of 12 on that play. 51 seconds remain. McGee's going to call a timeout right here to talk about it. Warren leading 28-8. We'll take the break with them and be back with more in a moment.
Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren is one of the oldest body shops in Warren, so it makes sense when you need vehicle damage repair that they're the place to go. Using top-of-the-line replacement parts, the professionals at James Glass & Body Shop can restore your vehicle to tip-top condition. And James Glass & Body Shop is the only full-service glass shop in Warren. They custom-cut glass for home, business, and auto. So the next time you need professional vehicle repair or custom-cut glass, stop by James Glass & Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, or call 226-3130.
Show your school spirit with a First State Bank Spirit Card. First State Bank offers instant issue Spirit debit cards for Warren, Hampton, and Hermitage schools. No wait, no delay. 24/7 access to your funds. Show your school spirit with a First State Bank Spirit debit card from First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Call 226-2601 for more information.
It's 28-8. Warren with the lead. McGehee with the football at the Lumberjack 37-yard line and 51 seconds remaining. McGehee now down to their one final timeout. The ball's going to be spotted on the right hash mark. They'll go back to the tight set with that flex bone overloading the left side of the defensive line for Warren.
We got motion.
No, offsides by the Lumberjacks. Somebody lined up in the neutral zone. So it'll be 1st and 5. As they'll mark off the 5-yard penalty against Warren. Mark it all the way down to the 32-yard line. A couple of seconds went off the clock.
Yeah.
It's down to 49.5 seconds remaining here in the half. This time McGehee will send a wide out, wide on either side. The fullback, Easter, wanting to throw his Bale. Rolling to his right, looking, throws into the boundary and throws it out of bounds. Once again, there was Woods. Lewis Woods giving pressure. Also up there for the Lumberjacks was Ja'Kendrick Burks. It'll fall incomplete. Clock will stop with 44 seconds remaining here before halftime. And McGee's looking at second down and 5 from the Lumberjack 32-yard line. Warren's got to get some pressure on him and keep him contained.
Or make him run for his life. You can't just let him roll and look.
Bale goes underneath center again. Tight set. Bale rolling to his left this time, looking. Warren's got him covered. They throw. It finds an open man at the 25-yard line. It'll be complete and brought down at the 23-yard line, make it the 22-yard line of the Lumberjacks. That'll be another first down. Whoever that was took a big hit, and they're slow in getting up for the Owls. That was a good pass, though, from Kyle Bale. He's rolling to his left, a right-handed quarterback, rolling to your left. That's a hard throw to make.
But he had plenty of time.
Yeah.
He was able to square up and throw it.
Well, they're still tending to the injured player down there. Don't forget our friends at Milton Insurance in Fordyce. For all your insurance needs, call Patrick or Skip today at 352-2155. Or go see them at 314 North Spring Street there in Fordyce. It's Milton Insurance. It's 1st and 10 for the Owls. The injured player got up, and they're going to look at him on the sideline. Bale again wanting to throw, this time rolling right. Pressure coming. He throws over the middle. It's tipped and going to be incomplete. A little too high for his intended receiver there, Declan Bale.
Number 4, Kyle Bale pass.
And that'll stop the clock with 23 seconds. So they still holding on to that final timeout.
Yes.
And now it's second down and 10 from the Lumberjack 22-yard line. Matheny checks back in at wide receiver. He'll come wide to the right. They'll spread LaTerrence Evans wide to the left. Easter, the lone set back in the backfield. Option right side, whistle and flags.
Your motion man turned it up.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Owls. No time went off the clock. Still 22 seconds remain here before halftime. It seemed like it's taken forever to play this final 2 minutes, hasn't it, on this drive. It's 28-8. Warren led it 20-8. Or 20-0. Then McGehee scored, went for 2 and made it. Warren answered and went for 2 and made it. That's where we stand right now, 28-8. Second down 15 for the Owls. Put a man in motion, and now the wide receiver jumps off sides over there on that far side. So we'll have another procedure call against the Owls. It'll be second down and 20. And another thing, they were getting down close. They couldn't attempt a field goal.
Field goal, yeah.
They've already missed one from 28.
But now you're way too far out.
So second down and 20. Bale again puts a man in motion, running to his right, looking, going to throw it down the field. It's complete at the 21. He'll fall down at the 20-yard line. DeAndre Thomas there to make the stop on Christopher Jones. He'll pick up 13 yards on the catch, but not enough for the first down, and the Owls have to spend their final time out here with 11.7 seconds left to go here before halftime. We'll keep it right here. 28-8 our score. Unless they throw a quick pass, this may be the final play.
This could be it.
Of the half. Unless they throw a quick hitter. Coming up tonight at 10, the high school scoreboard show right here on K-Country. 10 to midnight, Randy Rainwater and that bunch up there will have all the scores from around the state. Keep you updated on who won and who lost. Monticello playing at Monticello. It's homecoming over there tonight, and they were ahead 28-0. Last score I had on them was Monticello 28, Helena 0. It's homecoming too for Monticello. Star City was trailing DeWitt. Last score I had 9-7. All right, 3rd down and 8 for the Owls. There's 11.7 seconds remaining here before halftime. McGehee uses their final timeout. So it'll put trip receivers wide to the left. Warren's only got 2 defenders out there. Now the safety moves over. Somebody's going to be open underneath. Coach Embry's going to call a timeout. They saw it too. There was 3 receivers over there and only 2 defenders. So Warren calls the timeout. Is this where you get the chess game going? I
think.
We'll line up and see where you're at, and then we'll call timeout and move our players around. Tomorrow, don't forget, on KGPQ 99.9 FM, the Razorbacks. Pregame starts at 3 tomorrow. Kickoff's around 6. They try to get the boot back for Arkansas as they take on LSU. You can listen to the game on KGPQ 99.9. If you want to come watch some Division II football, ought to be a good game tomorrow. Ouachita Baptist, ranked number 4 in the country in Division II, is coming to Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium to take on the Weevils. That's tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I'll have the broadcast for you on KHPM 93.7 FM. All right, McGehee comes back with trip receivers, wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. 11 seconds left to go. Bale straight drop, pressure coming. Warren giving chase. He throws up a ball. It's going to be caught at the 8-yard line. Even as they go down, they can stop it long enough to move the chains. McGee's going to have to hurry up and get up to the line of scrimmage and snap the football. Everybody's trying to get onside. McGehee snaps it with less than a second to go. Time expired.
While he was trying to spike it.
But let's see if the officials put any more time back up on the clock. It was 1st and goal from the 7-yard line with 2.3 seconds when he snapped the football.
Halftime.
They're going to call it halftime. Said time expired. You can see Coach Haddock over there. He said there ought to be some time left. This is just a 1/10 of a second. The officials are getting their earful, that's for sure, from Coach Haddock. And I'm going to have to agree with him.
I don't think that took 2.8 seconds. I do not.
I think they ought to have some time left. But, Warren's going to head toward the locker room. McGehee is still on the sideline. And Coach Haddock is still pleading his case over there with the umpires, with the officials. And even though they are the visiting team, I'm going to have to agree with Coach Haddock on it.
Yeah, I agree.
He should have had some time left. If it was just a 1/10 of a second left, he should have had it. But they're not going to get anywhere. The official's going to stand by what they called. It's 28-8. The Lumberjacks lead it as we head toward the halftime. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Let the Main Event Salon at 610 North Martin in Warren make you feel great about yourself and look good doing it. At Main Event, they do facials, manicures, pedicures, spa shampoo, massages, hair extensions, and the latest hair fashions. You'll find gifts by Merle Norman, Hobo, Myra, and beautiful jewelry. Call 226-6900 to make an appointment, and walk-ins are welcome. Feel great about yourself and look good doing it at Main Event.
Did you know that Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals. That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it, they've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it. Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best.
Hello, Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the order now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, near you see all the pictures and equipment. Oh yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
We're at halftime here at Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium. It's 28-8. The Lumberjacks lead the McGehee Owls here at halftime. What looked like it was going to be a blowout. Warren scored on their first 3 possessions, made it look easy. And then McGee's defense came alive and stopped the Lumberjacks. They had to punt it away. And then McGehee scores, made it 20. It was 20-8 at that point. Warren answered, however. And then the Lumberjacks answered with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And that's where we stand here at halftime, 28-8. You can look at some scores from around the state. I'm going to start off with 4A scores. Because we are in conference play, and I think just about everybody across the state's in conference now. But let's see what we got. Ozark leading Berryville 50-0. It's Lincoln over Green Forest 28-0. Harding Academy at halftime, they got the sportsmanship rule going to start second half over Stuttgart. 35-0 is Harding Academy. Highland, what's the ball game? 14-13 over Gosnell. Pocahontas and Rivercrest are tied 20-20. And then you've got Clinton over Haskell Harmony Grove, 21-0. Mayflower and Pottsville are tied 7-7 at the half. Arkadelphia trying to get on their winning ways. I don't think they've won a ball game. They're only 3.
They're struggling.
But they're leading Nashville 30-6 at halftime. And then DeWitt up on Star City, 35-14. It's a score there. And that's all the scores we got from around the 4A. But you look at those, Arkadelphia, you expect to see them, in the playoffs. Haskell, Harmony Grove, Clinton, Elkins. There wasn't a score from them. Some of the top teams, Harding Academy. They played for the state championship last year. I think they won it, didn't they?
Yes.
After moving up from 3A to 4A, they went on to win the state championship last year. That's some of the scores from 4A. Looking at 5A scores, Hot Springs Lakeside up on Camden Fairview 34-20. Little Rock Parkview over Hot Springs 54-7. Pine Bluff up on Maumelle 21-7. Walton 14-9 over BB at the half. It's Southside up on Forest City 29-12. Batesville and Nettleton are tied 7-7 in the second quarter. Wynn leading Brooklyn 14-10. And then we got, let's see what else we got. Shiloh Christian up on Dardanelle 35-7. And Pea Ridge over Prairie Grove 14-0. We are at halftime here at Lumberjack Stadium. Warren leading the McGehee Owls 28-8 here at halftime as the McGehee band performs for the crowd. Here, we'll take a break. We'll come back with more at halftime when we return in just a moment.
The average wage in the United States was 13 cents an hour, and milk cost us 28 cents per gallon. That same year, Union Bank opened its doors for business. This is Randy Rawls at Union Bank. A lot has changed over the past 135 years, but one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to you, our customers, and our community to provide fast, friendly service for all your banking needs. So call me at 226-2035 or come by one of our many convenient locations and let us show you why we've been in business for so many years. Union Bank, growing with you for over 135 years. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
What's the best thing about your car? I mean, it's nice if it looks great and has plenty of power, but the best part is it gets you where you need to go. It's the same way with Bradley County Medical Center. Sure, it's a building filled with amazing technology, but more important, it's a place that takes us from illness to wellness. It's reliable transportation on the road to recovery. It's something to think about May 6th through the 12th as facilities across the country celebrate National Hospital Week. At Bradley County Medical Center, we are hometown people taking care of our hometown.
You might not be a celebrity, but you still can be a star. South Arkansas College in El Dorado gives you the opportunity to learn, grow, and succeed in an environment where you are treated as the important person you are. The star in our logo is a reminder of what you mean to us. South Arkansas College in El Dorado, a place where you can shine. Visit southark.edu/info.
Whether you're looking for short-term rehabilitation, long-term rehabilitation, or private rehab suites, Bellevue Estates Rehabilitation and Care Center can accommodate you or your loved one's needs. Our skilled healthcare professionals, combined with sophisticated therapies and treatments, deliver a best-in-class, patient-centered experience. We have a full-time APRN on staff. Come check us out at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello or call 367-0044 for more information.
Back here at Lumberjack Stadium, the Lumberjacks lead it 28-8 over the McGehee Owls here at halftime. And again, Warren, we need to thank the East Lab for streaming the games. Those of you watching the ball game and listening to Dave and I with the call of the game, hope you enjoy our broadcast. Hope you enjoy watching the games. But that is a student-led organization. Students are up there running the cameras and controlling the sound and everything that goes with it. It's a learning experience for them. We want to thank them for providing the live stream and tying our voices in with it. So if you see any of those kids, tell them thank you. Any of them in the East. As we're at halftime, Warren leading 28-8. over the McGehee Owls, and David's still working on some numbers there as we've had our second game in a row here at home at Star City last week. I think we travel next week.
Yes.
Where to, you know?
Crossett.
Crossett. Go down and take on the Eagles. That's another hot team. They've been on a winning streak as of late, and they'll have a lot of fast guys as well down there next week, but we'll be there for the broadcast right here on KWRF 105.5. Let's take another break. We'll come back. When we come back, David should have all the numbers for the first half for us when we return in just a few moments.
There comes a time in every dip's life when it must leave the slow cooker and go out on its own. Yes, even buffalo chicken dip. So we took that dip and stuffed it in a golden brown shell that's crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside. That's right, juicy chicken, buffalo sauce, and melty cheese in a tasty portable wrapper that can go anywhere. Runaway dip. You're free now. Sonic $2.99 Buffalo Chicken Dip Bites. Shacks not included. Limited time only at participating Sonic drive-in.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life. Right to bear arms. Protecting the unborn. Supporting our first responders. Advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw campaign.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home, choose Drew Memorial.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Motor Company in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArkLaMiss without any penalties for tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today. Ryburn Motor Company, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Motor Company, proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
Back here at Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium, Lumberjacks lead it at halftime, 28-8 over the McGehee Owls. And David, you know, it's the first of the ball game, first quarter. Looked like it was going to be a blowout.
It did. It favored it, but McGehee stayed true and steady with their game plan and crawled back in it.
28-8, our score here at the half. Warren scored on their first three possessions. I think our worst starting field position on those first three drives was the 45-yard line of McGehee. We started on their side of the 50 every time with a short field to work with and was able to take advantage of that.
Right.
And McGehee didn't get outside the 20 until like their fourth possession of the ball game before they started beyond their own 20-yard line. So Warren's defense did a good job the first three series against the Owls, and then Warren had a pretty comfortable lead, they thought, at 20-0. One extra point was no good, but McGehee got new life when they stopped the Lumberjacks, drove it down the field, put a touchdown in the end zone, went for two, made it 20-8. But the Lumberjacks answered there. And but McGehee had some success right there at halftime. They drove down and just ran out of time at the end of the half.
That was the major thing. They ran out of time, or I think they might have put it in.
Yeah, you're right. What about the numbers here in the first half?
Okay, for the Lumberjacks, they have rushed for 59 yards. They're led in rushing by Ingram, 5 carries, 21 yards. Rivera, 3 for 16. Miller, 1 for 16. Davis, 1 for 6 and a rushing touchdown. Denton, 9 of 18, no interceptions, 167 yards and 3 touchdowns. For Warren, like I say, threw for 167. They have 226 yards. Total offense here at the half on 28 plays. Receiving wise, Thomas is the leader, 4 for 49. Cam Davis, 2 for 66. Jordan, 2 for 35. Miller, 1 for 10. Might mention Jordan had 1 touchdown catch. Davis had 2 touchdown catches. Warren penalized 5 times for 55 yards. Had the football 6 minutes and 15 seconds of the half.
Yeah, you said they would have it at only 5 minutes, so you didn't miss it much.
Didn't miss it much. For McGehee, they're led in rushing by Bell, 5 carries, 53 yards. Easter, 5 for 17. Brown, 6 for 38. And Jones, 5 for 5. 111 yards rushing for the McGehee Owls. Bell, 7 of 15, 148 yards. They ran 30 plays, has 259 yards total offense here at the half. They were penalized 10 times for 55 yards also. They had the football 15 minutes and 45 seconds of the half.
Well, that's pretty much what we thought. We would see them with controlling the time of possession, but that really doesn't matter a whole lot.
They've thrown more and better than I thought they would.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We expected to see them pound it and pound it and pound it all 3 plays, but Coach Haddock has mixed it up for the Owls and thrown it, 14 attempts?
15.
15 attempts on the night. And normally, he's like, who was at the General? He used to be at the Win. He only threw it when he had to.
Only had to, yeah.
Maybe twice a ball game, but that's kind of mixed things up. Warren's had some breakdowns in the secondary when they've done that as well.
I think he had to, because if you watch the beginning of the ball game, they weren't getting nothing. I mean,
it was their fourth possession before they had positive yardage on offense.
And a first down.
Yeah, and a first down.
Okay. At the end of the first quarter, they had 42 yards rushing and 12 yards passing. McGehee had 54 yards total offense.
We're at halftime. It's 28-8. The Lumberjacks lead the McGehee Owls here at halftime. American Shifting Corporation, a proud sponsor of Lumberjack football. If you're in the trucking business or the logging business, write this number down, 501-945-0878. They have been in business since 1971, and they are the largest transmission and rear end builders in the country. And the reason for that is they are the best in the country as well. If you have a breakdown, they can come to this job site, take the parts back, or bring you the parts so you can fix it right there in the field. But if you can get it to their shop, or call them, let them come get it and take it to their shop, they can get you back on the road or in the woods quicker than anybody else. Big truck transmissions, clutches, rear ends, differentials, skidders, dozers, track holes, bulldozers, it doesn't matter. They can do it all at American Shifting Corporation. Again, they're located at 2101 East Broadway in North Little Rock. Call 501-945-0878 is the number to call. Number one, Wash and Shine. If you need your vehicle cleaned up, let them do it. Instead of you getting out there trying to wash it and clean it, you can just pay them to do it. They'll pick up and deliver. They'll come to your house or to the job while you're working. Pick your car up. When they bring it back, it'll be all clean and shiny and ready to ride. 870-820-2171. That's number one, Wash and Shine here in Warren. Milton Insurance in Fordyce. You know, the Medicare annual enrollment is coming up beginning October the 15th and will run through December the 7th. If you're about to turn 65 and want to get on Medicare and just don't know how to wade through all the paperwork, well, let Patrick Milton guide you through that service. He's a specialist in doing that. You can call him at 870-352-2155, or you can go by and see him at 314 North Spring Street in Fordyce. Again, that's Milton Insurance. They can help you wade through all that paperwork associated with Medicare's annual enrollment. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more at halftime as the teams start to make their way out of the dressing rooms when we return in just a moment.
In 1901, Main Street in Warren was still dirt. Electricity was mostly non-existent, and the Model T Ford didn't start production until 1908. Families coming to town traveled in wagons, and Warren Bank started business. Thomas Fraser's great-grandfather was on that original board 123 years ago, and the Fraser family is still serving you today. We're still locally owned, serving local folks with all the banking needs. We are Warren Bank and Trust.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ever feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
This weekend at Super Value Foods during the weekend blowout sale, you'll find beef boneless ribeyes, family pack, just $6.98 a pound. Pepsi and Pepsi products, 2-liter bottle, 3 for $5. Essential, everyday grated Parmesan cheese, 3-ounce bottle, 2 for $1. Kraft mayonnaise, 30-ounce jar, $1.98. And Chips Ahoy cookies, 13-ounce package, 2 for $6. Shop the Super Value weekend blowout sale and you'll save on your grocery bill every day.
When you're involved in a vehicle accident, take it to James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren. James Glass and Body Shop has been in the auto body repair business longer than anybody else in town and can make your vehicle look like new again. James Glass and Body Shop is the full-service glass shop in Warren. They can custom cut glass for home, business, and auto. For professional vehicle repair or custom cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren.
Back here at Lumberjack Stadium, Jim Hurley Jr. Stadium, the Lumberjacks lead 28-8 here at the half. I'm Jimmy Sledge alongside David King. Both teams, they put 3 minutes back on the clock when they come back out at halftime, so they're down there taking their warm-ups and getting set for the second half of action. David, Warren's going to get the football to start the third quarter.
Yes, and they need to put together a drive. We talked about Denton, the quarterback, Jackson Denton, being 9 of 18. What we didn't mention in that is he has had 5 dropped. I'm talking about 5 in the hands.
In the hands dropped. Not just off the fingertips.
Not should have got there or in nothing. These were guaranteed catches. But it's the first time we saw that. The other thing I took for the first half, do you realize that 3 of the 4 touchdowns Cam Davis was responsible for?
He had the first one of the game.
Had a Russian one. And then he caught was it the last one? Let me look.
Yeah. Lumberjacks lead it here at halftime, 28-8. Don't forget, coming up tonight from 10 to midnight right here on 105.5, the High School Scoreboard Show. We'll have all the scores from around the state with Randy Rainwater and the crew up there out of Little Rock. They will bring you all the scores. If you want to hear a different version of the Scoreboard Show, you can tune in to KHBM 93.7. You'll have Rex Nelson and their high school scoreboard show on that one. Rex Nelson and the sports network that they're associated with. We carry their scoreboard show on KHBM and KXSA 103.1. So that's where you can get all the scores tonight. Of course, they do interviews and talk to coaches, just like Randy Rainwater and his crew do as well. What else you got?
Got any updates on any scores?
No updates. Our city was getting beat by DeWitt 35-14, I believe it was. And don't have an update on the Monticello score.
Of course, McGee's here at Warren. DeWitt is at Star City. Dumas is at Hamburg. And West Helena is at Monticello.
Yeah, the last score I had on that, Monticello was manhandling West Helena 28-0 was the last score I had on that, with Monticello being ahead.
And of course, Crossett has an off. They're off this week.
It's their open week.
I think for the next several weeks, the person with the open week is Warren's next opponent.
So each team will have 2 weeks to prepare for Warren. But we'll travel to Crossett next Friday night. Our pregame begins at 6. Coach's show's at 6:30, and then David and I take the air about 10 till 7 next Friday night. They'll be from Crossett next Friday. All right, we're just about set for the second half of football. Warren leads at 28-8. We'll see what the kickoff return. Now, last time, McGehee tried an onside kick. Warren recovered it, and Warren took advantage of it and went in and scored on that drive. As I would not be surprised if they don't try to onside kick again.
I was just to say, I'm expecting the same onside kick. Because, they need the football without Warren having the football.
Cam Davis and AJ are going to go, or actually Cam's going to go back deep. Warren's going to put everybody else up within 20 yards of the football where they kick it off.
Cam didn't go deep.
He's back at the 30. He's the deep back.
Yeah, you're generous with Cam being deep.
They kick from the 45 in high school football, and they're lining up like they're going to do an onside kick again. Warren's got some sure-handed people up there as well. Some of the receivers are up on that front line. As the kicker approaches it, now he's going to kick it deep. Cam Davis is going to pick it up like a shortstop at the 25, up to the 30, 35, has a little seam, going to get it out to about the 39-yard line, and that's where Warren will start this first possession of the second half. So Cam Davis on the return. Warren will start the third quarter at their own 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Now we'll see what two teams have adjusted at halftime. What adjustments they've made. Ingram stays in at the running back.
He's got the hot hand right now.
Denton Jackson, your freshman quarterback, takes the first snap, hands it off. He's hitting the backfield. Ingram's going to lose yardage. He'll be dropped back at the 35. They'll give him the 36-yard line. Well, the 35 is where they're going to mark him down. So that's a loss of 4. Coming through to make the stop, it looked like number 23, Roshan Brown, coming from the linebacker spot. 2nd and 14 now for the Lumberjacks. They'll rush 3 this time. Denton throws come in the hands of A.J., and he dropped it. Drop number 6 on the night for the receivers. You think they might have put some stickum on their gloves when they went in at halftime. 3rd down and long for the Lumberjacks. First possession of the second half, third quarter. Warren leading 28-8.
That one hurt. Not only was it a first down, he was probably a couple steps. He might took that one to the house.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Denton throws over the middle. This one's caught. That's Miller. Miller breaks a tackle at midfield. He's inside the 40 to the 40, 35, all the way down to the 30-yard line of McGehee with the catch and run. Tremont Miller. I think he's the only receiver that hadn't dropped one tonight. So Miller moved the chains for a Milton Insurance first down. For all your insurance needs, give them a call at Milton Insurance. There's a handoff up the middle to Rivera, who just checked in at running back, and now the whistle blow and they blow it dead. You're going to have offsides against the Lumberjacks, a false start. So we've seen Jordan Ingram and Irvin Rivera at running back tonight. Of course, your 4 wideouts are DeAndre Thomas, Tremont Miller, Cam Davis, and Antonio Jordan. 1st and 15. Bubble screen set up underneath, and McGehee sniffs it out. It's complete this time to Antonio, but he's going to lose a yard. Back at the 36-yard line. There to make the stop on him was Kyle Bell. He's their quarterback. He's got the job of playing man-on-man on A.J.
He is the outside linebacker.
They've got him lined up right over A.J. on the defensive side. 2nd and long. Again, wanting to throw. Has a man open. That's Thomas. Thomas completed to 25, to the 20, the 15, and he got to be run out of bounds down at the 11-yard line. Move the chains and another first down for Milton Insurance first down. 870-352-2155 is the number to call. For all your insurance needs, call Patrick or Skip Milton. 1st and 10 at the 11. They can pick up a first down inside the 1. They'll do a reverse, hand it off to Miller. Miller trying to get to the outside. He's at the 10, the 5, to the pylon. Touchdown, Lumberjacks.
Technically, that will be considered a touchdown pass as he ran that inside little shuttle pass. So
Tremont Miller, 11 yards on the scamper, and he just outran the defense.
He just did, yes.
It's 34-8, 10:16 to go. Warren takes their opening possession and puts points on the board. Juarez on to attempt the extra point. He's missed one earlier tonight. It was blocked, actually. Snaps down, the kick's on its way, and this one is through the uprights and good. 35-8, Lumberjacks lead it. We're back in just a moment.
your school spirit with a First State Bank Spirit Card. First State Bank offers instant issue Spirit debit cards for Warren, Hampton, and Hermitage schools. No wait, no delay. 24/7 access to your funds. Show your school spirit with the First State Bank Spirit debit card from First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Call 226-2601 for more information. Are you needing some new furniture? Main Event Furniture in Warren at 610 North Martin Street in Warren has just received lots of new items and furniture accent pieces from market. You'll find name brands like Mayo and Best made right here in the USA. Ashley, Serenity Sleep Mattresses, Avenue Home and 49 West. They're open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 12. Or by appointment only after hours and deliveries available. Just go by Main Event Furniture, 610 North Martin or call 226-6511.
Warren leads at 35-8. Juarez kicks this one off. It's going to carry into the end zone for an automatic touchback, and McGehee will start once again from their own 20. Just got an update from a score of the Dumas and Hamburg score. Hamburg's up on Dumas 14-7, and they're already in the fourth quarter.
Wow, Dumas undefeated coming in. Hamburg had yet to win a game.
Yep.
A scoring drive, 6 plays, 61 yards. I made it in 44 seconds.
10-16 to play. First possession for the Owls here in the third quarter. And they'll start from their own 20. Boy, I'm just going to tell you that the special teams in the kickoff, Juarez is a weapon.
He is.
I mean, the first game, he put them all in the end zone. Second game, he kicked them deep. He's going to get them in the end zone again. Handoff goes to the right side to Brown. Brown crossed the 20, out to the 25, breaks the tackle at the 30, cuts back at the 40, out to midfield, near midfield, and he's finally tripped up and brought down there at the 48, making the 47-yard line of McGehee. A 27-yard run, and that was number 10, Rashad Brown. Warren had him at the line of scrimmage, but he broke the tackle.
23-yard pickup. Warren had him several times, and he broke the... Excuse me, that's 27 yards.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Owls. Moving from right to left here in the third quarter. Warren stays in a 4-man front defense. They're putting the linebackers up close. Bale wanting to throw. Throws it to his fullback, complete at the 40. Down the sideline at the 30, the 20, the 15, and finally run down from behind. On the catch and run was Jay Easter. He lines up in the fullback spot. He came out of the backfield, and his quarterback found him in the flat. It looked like Neandre Thomas and Cam Burks ran him down over there finally to keep him at the 13-yard line.
40-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 13 of Warren. McGehee comes up to the line of scrimmage. Warren puts 8 men in the box now. Bale's going to keep it himself. Kai Bale carries it inside the 10, pushes the pile forward down to about the 7-yard line. Make it the 8 where they'll mark his knee down.
4-yard pickup for Bale.
As they'll make it 2nd and 6. They can get a first down inside the 3. 8:53 to play here in the third quarter. Warren leads at 35-8. McGee's going to try to answer Warren's opening score to start the second half as they come to the line of scrimmage. Kai Bale, your senior quarterback, goes underneath. They go back to the flex bone. Bale keeps it himself, right side. Bale hit at the line. He's not going anywhere. Maybe a yard is all he's going to get. And then there was a swarm of black that hit him all at once. Leading the way,
gain.
Jordan Ingram. Yeah. Mark it at the 7 now. 7-yard line is 3rd and a long 5 here for the McGehee Owls. From the Lumberjacks, 7-yard line. They stay in the flex. Bale, collie signals underneath center. Going to keep it himself. No, he wants to throw. Has a man open. It's caught. Touchdown, Owls.
They rocked us to sleep, didn't they?
Jake Matheny with the catch. No, number 6 make it. That's Declan Bale with the catch, and that'll make it 35-14. You're right. They rocked us to sleep. All the motion was going to the right side. He throws back over the defense on the left side. He was wide open. And they're going to go for 2. So Bell will call the play. Gets everybody lined up. Brown will split wide to the right along with Matheny. Warren stacks up the defense. Puts a man in motion. Bell rolling to his right, wanting to throw. He's in trouble. Now gets away from it. He'll run it himself. Does he get in? No, he does not. Stopped at the 1 foot line. Wood is there, along with number 10, Jackson. Nope, that's not number 10. That's 18, Irvin Rivera, on the stop for the Lumberjacks. So the score stands 35-14. Warren still leads. 7:55 to play in the third quarter. We're back in a moment.
Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals. That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it, they've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it. Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best.
Uh-oh. A high onside kick. Neandre Thomas going to jump up and get it.
That was a great play by Thomas. Had he tried to field it standing on the ground, it would have been McGehee football.
But Thomas catches it at the 46, and Warren going to get great field position here again, as they'll start at their own 46-yard line, leading 35-14, 7:54 to play in the third quarter. Jackson Denton out of the shotgun. Denton hands it off, hit it to line, as that's going to be Ingram. Ingram carries a tackler with him all the way out to midfield. He's going to gain 4 on the play. That's your second effort.
That was all Ingram.
Yeah, second effort by Ingram. On second down and 6 from midfield now. Denton wanting to throw. They'll rush 3 this time, going deep, looking for AJ. AJ catches it at the 20, falls down at the 16-yard line, and he'll go out of bounds. But it'll be a Milton Insurance first down at the 16. Antonio Jordan got behind the defender there, Kai Bell.
34-yard pickup.
Again, another perfectly thrown ball by Jackson Denton. First and 10 from the 16. Handed off. Big hole at the 10, the 5, all the way down to the 5-yard line or 4-yard line is going to be Jordan Ingram. And David, he had a hole that time big enough you could run through it.
Probably not, but that was a big hole.
First and goal to go. Another Milton Insurance first down. Quickly they come back to the line of scrimmage. Rivera has checked in at the running back spot on first and goal. Handed off Rivera. Rivera lowers his shoulder, carries it down to the 1-yard line. They'll say he's just inside the 1. They'll bring up second and goal. There's Warren running the no-huddle offense, and boy, they've been running it quickly tonight.
It's been faster than normal.
Jackson again out of the shotgun, hands it to Rivera again. This time he's hitting the backfield. Second effort's going to get him into the end zone.
Rivera wanted that touchdown, didn't he?
He was stood up at the 2-yard line and was able to muscle his way in. Irvin Rivera on the carry. Lumberjacks go up 41-14. 6:40 to play here in the third quarter. Juarez will come on to attempt the extra point. While they do that, I remind you that Milton Insurance, if you need Medicare, the Medicare annual enrollment is from October 15th to the 7th. Call Patrick Milton, and he can help you weed through it and get the right insurance you need. Juarez's kick is good. It's 42-14. Lumberjacks lead it. We're back in just a moment.
Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the Order Now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, you see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
Hello, this is Kerry Hartness with Union Bank and Trust. Are you looking to get a loan for a car, truck, ATV, camper, tractor, or boat? If so, I can help you with fast closing times, competitive rates, and service after the loan that can't be beat. For over 135 years, Union Bank has helped the people of Monticello and Southeast Arkansas with their lending and banking needs. So stop by my office or call me at 870-460-6400 and let me show you how easy the lending process can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, financing with approved credit.
42-14, Lumberjacks lead it. Juarez will kick it off again. Juarez puts a boot into it. This one's going to carry and hits right at the pylon, stays in bounds, and goes into the end zone for an automatic touchback.
See if McGehee, their first drive of this half, they took it 80 yards. See if they could do it twice.
Final score for you, Monticello 35, Helena 6. Monticello wins their homecoming game. DeWitt leading Star City 42-14. That game is at Star City, I believe.
Yes.
All right, here we've got a 42-14 ball game. Warren on top. 6:40 to play in the third quarter. McGehee 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll split a man wide to the right. Bell wants to throw, rolling to his right. Throws, has a man open underneath. It's complete at the 30. He's going to be hit by Thomas right at the first down marker. I believe he's got it. Yeah, they're going to give it to him. It'll be a first down for McGehee.
Who made that catch? 25.
Mm-hmm. Christopher Jones. It'll be 1st and 10, McGehee. Ball spotted at their own 31. Gain of 11 on that play. Back to the flex bone. 2 halfbacks, a fullback. Bale underneath center is going to hand it off to the left halfback right side. Got some room out over the 35, 40, 45, and finally brought down out at the 47-yard line. As that time the ball carrier is number 19. That's Amari Norman. They'll move the chains again. 2 plays, 2 first downs for McGehee.
16-yard pickup.
1st and 10 for the Owls out at their own 47-yard line.
Basically, it looks like neither defense is bothered to come back out after the half.
McGehee again will come to the line of scrimmage. This time they break the flex, put a receiver out. One of the halfbacks moves out as a wideout. Bale rolling to his left. Warren giving Chase a little shuttle pass, going to be incomplete. Woods was giving Chase, and I think Kyle Bale had to get rid of it before he wanted to.
And the receiver drifted downfield. A shuttle pass, not the best idea for him to try, but hey, he got rid of it and they left it at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 10 now for the Owls from their own 47. We're down to 5:58 left to play here in the third quarter. Tight set. 2 tight ends, 2 backs in the backfield. Bale, 1 to throw. Warren giving chase. Neo Harding, Irvin Rivera's there. He throws it up. It's a jump ball, going to be incomplete. Warren almost had the interception. I think it was Woods who got a hand on it. And you had Irvin Rivera and Neo Harding. Boy, they were breathing down the neck of Kyle Bale.
They were.
Kyle Bale's pass.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 now for the Owls.
Brings up 3rd down and
3rd and long. Warren will put 4 on the line. They scoot the linebackers up. They've got 8 in the box. Bale, 1 to throw. Straight drop back this time. Unloads it deep down the field. It's going to almost be intercepted. And I got a flag come in. Going to be incomplete. We're going to have pass interference against the Lumberjacks, I believe.
I think so.
That was Cam Burks on the coverage. AJ came over to help from the top side and almost intercepted it, but the flag comes in, and that's going to be an automatic first down for the Owls, as they'll mark off the penalty against the Lumberjacks. First penalty of the second half for either team. And they'll come back to the line of scrimmage and mark off the penalty against Warren. So that'll keep the drive alive. That was a 3rd and 10 effort. They'll keep their drive alive. And they'll mark it down at the 37-yard line of Warren. 1st and 10 for the Owls from the Lumberjack, 37. Twin receivers go wide right. One comes wide left, wanting to throw again. Bale unloads it into the sideline, going to be incomplete. Smart play there by Kyle Bale, the quarterback, that time.
Just get rid of it.
Yeah, he had no one to go to. They were covered. And he just throws it away into the sideline. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Warren leading 42-14. They led at the half 34-8 or 35-8. Here's 2nd down play, handoff, loose football. It's on the ground, and the Lumberjacks are going to recover it. Big number 74, Terrence Robertson, falls on it there in the backfield. It was a bad exchange between Bale and Rashad Brown.
Yeah.
And they left it laying on the ground, and that right there to pounce on it was Terrence Robertson. Big defensive tackle for the Lumberjacks. So the offense is back out on the field now with 5:33 to play in the third. 42-14 our score. Lumberjacks lead it. Jordan Ingram back in at the running back spot. Twin receivers go to either side. Denton out of the shotgun. Has time, throws over the middle. It's in and out of the hands of DeAndre Thomas, and then in and out of the hands of the defender as well. So it was almost a catch and almost an interception.
Any way you look at it, it was a drop.
And that is what, the 7th or 8th drop of the night? 7th? 8th. 2nd down and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Handoff goes to Ingram. Ingram trying to bounce it outside. He's not going to go anywhere. Good defensive play there. That's Kyle Bale coming up to make the stop on him. Nice open field tackle.
One thing Ingram needs to remember, he needs to be running north to south, not east to west.
It's a loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 11 now for the Lumberjacks. Ball spotted at their own 37-yard line. They'll put it on the right hash mark. Warren will put AJ and Rivera wide to the right. Trip receivers go wide left. Empty backfield on 3rd and long. Denton puts Cam in motion. Now wanting to throw. Throws it underneath, and it's going to be incomplete. Another drop. Tremont Miller had it in his hands but couldn't hold on to it. And the Lumberjacks are going to have to punt it away. Here with 4:46 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Kyle Bale will go back deep. Antonio Jordan will do the punting. We need him to put one of them 50-yarders in the air.
Yes.
As Antonio awaits the snap, gets a good snap, no pressure by McGehee, and it's a high, wobbly kick. Going to hit at the 32, take a Lumberjack roll inside the 25 to the 20, all the way down to the 18-yard line. So a nice punt from AJ puts them back inside the 20.
45-yard punt.
With 4:34 to play here in the 3rd quarter, McGehee will start deep in their own territory again. Their average starting spot's got to be around the 20-yard line tonight. I mean, every kickoff they started at the 20.
Yeah.
And I think their best starting field position has been the 27 there in the first half. 42-14, Lumberjacks lead at McGehee with the football, 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver wide on either side. Bobbled the snap. Bell picks it up, hands it off, right side, and Brown. Brown out over the 25, the 30. He's going to make it out to the 35-yard line before he's finally brought down there. That's number 19, isn't that Brown? That's, Marty Norman on the carry.
It was a 19-yard pickup.
Moves it out to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Owls.
We got a cramp.
A Lumberjack down on the field. So they have a injury timeout called. American Shifty Corporation, a proud sponsor of Lumberjack football again this season. They were founded in 1971. They have grown to be the largest transmission and rear end builders in the country. They work on big trucks, heavy equipment. They do transmissions, clutches, rear ends, differentials. They can do it all, and they can get you back on the road or back in the woods quicker than anybody else because they are the best. That's American Shifty Corporation. Give them a call at 501-945-0878 the next time you are broke down. Number 1 Wash and Shine. If you need your car cleaned up, give Thomas Miller and his crew a call at 870-820-2171. They can do a wash job or do a complete detail for you. They will pick up and deliver. That's Number 1 Wash and Shine. Give them a call tomorrow and get your car cleaned up. 820-2171. Cam Burks was shaking up. They're going to help him off the field, like a leg cramp.
He was standing up, and then all of a sudden he went down. That
pretty much indication of a leg cramp. Tremont Miller will check in defensively for him. It will be 1st and 10 for McGehee from their own 35-yard line with 4:08 left to go in the ball in the third quarter. Make it. Bale's going to move underneath center. He'll call the signal. Handoff right side again. Same player, not as much room this time as he carries across the 35 out to about the 38-yard line. As Norman that time only picks up 3. They'll bring up 2nd down and 7 now for the Owls. Just got a text that said Hamburg won the game 14-7. Congratulations to Hamburg with the win tonight. Their first one of the year.
Their first one.
2nd and 7 now for the Owls. Bale wanting to throw, rolling to his left, looking, throwing down the field. It's going to be incomplete, a little underthrown. If it had been a better thrown ball, he was open. Number 25, that's Christopher Jones. Antonio Jordan was there. DeAndre Thomas came over to help from the safety spot. But
you're right, he was open.
Yeah. All right, I see Cam Burks going back into the ball game. Tremont Miller will come out defensively for Warren. McGee's looking at 3rd down and 7 from their own 38-yard line, or 37-yard line. I think to 38. 3rd and long here. Bale. Hands off, right side. Rashad over the 40. Going to get a yard, maybe 2, and run out of bounds. He ran out of real estate over there. Warren did a good job defensively that time, stringing it out.
Yes. And Lewis Woods with the tackle, and they're going to bring up 4th down.
4th down from their own 41-yard line. McGehee has the football, but David, they're down 42-14.
Yeah.
They've been giving the ball to Warren on kickoffs up near midfield on the onside kicks. Coach Haddock's got a decision to make. It looks like he's going to go for it. Looks like he's leaving his offense out there on the field as he talks things over with his quarterback. They hadn't started the play clock yet. Nobody called timeout. Now Bale's going to come back in and get the plate in the huddle to his teammates. 4th down and a long 4 here for the Owls. They go to the flex bone again. The fullback is Easter. Long snap count. Now flag. And McGehee has a false start.
I think you've almost got to punt it now.
That'll make it 4th down and 9 as they'll spot the football back at the 41-yard line. And I see some exchanges going on out there on the field. Looks like they are going to send the punting unit on. Now looking at 4th down and 9 from their own 41. Matheny does the punting. But you got to remember, Bale is the up back there. They're going to punt it. He goes a wobbly kick, shanks it off the side of his foot. It's going to be short. Hits at the 47 of Warren and goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line. So that's a 12-yard punt. And Warren will get it 1st and 10 at their own 47. With 2:47 to play in the third quarter, Warren's up 42-14. Lumberjacks led it 35-8 at the half. Both teams have scored here in the third period. But Warren went 3 and out on their last possession. Checking it running back is going to be Jordan Ingram. Miller and Thomas split wide left. Davis and Jordan come wide right. Denton wanting to throw, has time, going deep down the left sideline. Coming back for it is Thomas. Thomas goes up, and he's going to be hit before the ball gets there, and they're going to call pass interference against the Owls. Ball was underthrown. Thomas was trying to come back for it. When he did, one of the defenders for the Owls stuck out his arm and impeded him from coming back.
Yes.
So it will be automatic first down, and automatic Milton Insurance first down. For all your insurance needs, give Patrick Milton or Skip Milton a call at 352-2155, or go see him at 314 North Spring Street in Fordyce for all your insurance needs. They'll mark off the penalty against McGehee and mark it down to the Owl 38-yard line, where the Warren Lumberjacks will have it 1st and 10. Denton Jackson hands it off. Ingram, big hole, 35, cuts out to the outside, the 30, the 25. He's down to the 20 and finally going to be wrestled down at the 15-yard line. Nice run for Ingram.
23-yard pickup.
And another Milton Insurance first down. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks at the 15-yard line. Denton again out of the gun. Calling for it, leaves it with Ingram again. This time he runs to the left side. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. There's going to be no gain there. Coming up to make the stop on him is going to be Kyle McCaffey.
That's his 11th carry of the night, Ingram's.
1st and 10, or make it 2nd and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Ball spotted at the Owl 15-yard line. Rivera checks in at the running back spot now. Denton wanting to throw, throws it up corner of the end zone. DeAndre Thomas with the catch. Touchdown Lumberjacks. DeAndre Thomas with the catch, and I think he looked really hard making sure he didn't drop that one.
Yeah.
And the Lumberjacks go up 48-14. As we've got a minute 46 left to go in the third quarter, Juarez is on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Riley Cornish. McGehee has blocked one extra point tonight. Snaps down, kicks on its way, and this one is no good. Went wide right. So 48-14 our score. Lumberjacks lead it. We're back in a moment.
Hello, Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step one,
David,
grab the smartphone.
if he'd have made that extra point, the sportsmanship rule would have went into effect.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
But instead,
He did it on purpose.
We've got still another 12 minutes of football after this. A minute and 46 goes by here in the third quarter.
Oh, yeah, and prices. Shopping made easy for you.
Warren will get set to kick it off.
Hello, this is Kerry Hartness with Union Bank and Trust. Are you looking to get a loan for a car, truck, ATV, camper, tractor, or boat? If so, I can help you with fast closing times, competitive rates, and service after the loan that can't be beat. For over 135 years, Union Bank has helped the people of Monticello and Southeast Arkansas with their lending and banking needs. So stop by my office or call me at 870-460-6400 and let me show you how easy the lending process can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, financing with approved credit.
48-14. I need to apologize. I called Reese Cornish Riley. That's his older brother. It's Reese doing the holding. Warren kicks it off. This one's at the 10, up to the 15, 20, 25, and Warren will upend him there just shy of the 30-yard line. So a nice return of 19 yards on the kickoff, and McGehee will have it 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line with 1:39 to play, and Warren leading 48-14.
Warren's drive, 3 plays, 53 yards, 1:01.
1st and 10 for the Owls at their own 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle, send a receiver wide on either side. They overload the short side of the field. Ball's on the right hash mark, back in the flex bone. Going to hand it off on the back side to the right back. He's at the 30, gets to the outside. He's at the 40, 45, going down the sideline, and finally going to step out of bounds up at the 49-yard line. As on the carry, Christopher Jones going to move the chains for the Owls. And pretty nice run there. 20-yard run.
20-yard run.
1st and 10 for the Owls from their own 49-yard line with 1:31. And him stepping out of bounds stops the clock. As going wide to the right is going to be Jake Matheny. Also splitting out there is Brown. Or Jones make it. With the halfback in motion, wanting to throw. Bale looking, throws down the field, has a man open. It's going to be incomplete. Threw it behind his intended receiver.
He had him, just couldn't.
Just threw it behind him.
Yeah.
That was Christopher Jones, the intended receiver. Closest man to him was J.D. Tillman, one of the linebackers. DeWitt has defeated Star City. It's a final score, 49-20. Final score on that one. Hamburg won tonight. McGehee looking at 2nd down and 10 from their own 49. Handoff right side. That's Brown. Brown hit and driven backwards after a short gain of a yard. He ran into Rivera and Woods. Lewis Woods was there. Well, he filled the hole quickly, didn't he?
He did.
And drove him backwards after a short gain. They say his forward progress got him to the 49 of Warren. So a gain of 2 to bring up 3rd and long now for the Owls. Under a minute left to play in the 3rd quarter. Warren leading 48-14. 3rd and long. As McGehee breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage. Bale looks over the defense. And now a flag. We're going to have an illegal substitution.
Delay a game.
Delay a game, yep. There you go. Play clock had run down. They had a player running on. When they broke the huddle, one ran out of the huddle and went to the sideline. But they called delay a game. So 1st and 15 now for the Owls. Or make it 3rd and 13. I'll get it right. 3rd and 13. Spot it back at their own 46-yard line. They need to get down to the Lumberjack 41. Bale directing traffic now, puts a man in motion, wants to throw, rolling to his right, and flags come in. Motion again against the Owls.
That's McGee's 4th penalty of this half for 30 yards, excuse me.
It'll be 3rd down and 19 now, 3rd and 18. They spot it back at the 41-yard line of McGehee. They need to get to the Warren 41 for the 1st down. 37 seconds remain here in the 3rd quarter. It's 48-14. Lumberjacks have led the entire ball game. Warren led 35-8 at the half. And that extra point that they missed a moment ago would have invoked the sportsmanship rule, but it was wide right. McGehee wants to throw again, and now Bale's going to throw it away as he throws it out. Warren had the pressure coming up front. Robertson's there. Neo Harding is there. Also number 65, that is Terrence Green. They were all giving pressure, and Bell just wisely threw it to the sideline. But that'll bring up a 4th down and 18 now for the Owls, and they are going to punt. AJ's going to go back deep for the Lumberjacks. He'll stand at his own 33-yard line to await the punt. As their punter goes back. Gets off a high end-over-end kick. A fair catch called for by AJ at the 33-yard line. Make it to 34, and that's where Warren will have it 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Make it to 33 where they say it went down. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks with 24 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And with both teams throwing the football more here in the second half, boy, the second half has drug on for a while.
It's dragged for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. McGehee has thrown the football more than we thought they would on the night. Warren will line up, twin receivers on either side. Denton going to hand it off up the middle. That's going to be out over the 35, out close to the 39, almost the 40-yard line. As on the carry that time for the Lumberjacks was Irvin Rivera. Rivera and Ingram have been splitting time at the running back, and both of them have had success.
I was about to say, and both of them have looked good running the football. And that's going to be your quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We've got 12 more minutes of football to play. It's 48-14. Lumberjacks lead it. We're back in just a moment.
When it comes to healthcare, I want the best.
We all want the best doctors, the latest treatments. But what if you could have all that in a caring place close to home, where your support goes back into the community? Where can you find health care with that level of care? Bradley County Medical Center. Hometown people taking care of our hometown.
Community like that, just like you.
You might not be a celebrity, but you still can be a star. South Arkansas College in El Dorado gives you the opportunity to learn, grow, and succeed in an environment where you are treated as the important person you are. The star in our logo is a reminder of what you mean to us. South Arkansas College in El Dorado, a place where you can shine. Visit southark.edu/info.
As we get set to start the 4th quarter, the Lumberjacks lead at 48-14. Warren scored 2 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter. McGehee scored 1. Both of them's extra points were no good. Warren missed the kick, and McGehee missed a 2-point conversion.
Warren 142 yards total offense in the 3rd quarter. McGehee 134.
It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Lumberjacks as we start the 4th quarter. That's Cam Burks going to take the direct snap. He breaks a tackle at the midfield out to the 45 and going to be run out of bounds down at the 36-yard line. A flag comes in for a late hit out of bounds. They'll tack it on at the end of the run. Cam Burks, the backup quarterback for the Lumberjacks. I don't think anybody was expecting him to run the football.
No. 24 yards. That didn't really look like a leg hit out of bounds. I mean, it happened out of bounds.
Threw it down on the track here. So they'll mark the penalty off. And mark it all the way down to the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Lumberjacks. That's another Milton Insurance 1st down.
But what I was going to say, it looked like bodies got tangled. Yeah.
Jackson Denton back in at the quarterback spot now. Now make it Cam Burks.
No, Burks is your quarterback.
Yeah, hand off to Rivera. Rivera carries it inside the 20 to the 15, down to the 13-yard line.
8-yard pickup for Rivera.
2nd down and 2 now for the Lumberjacks as they're inside the red zone, leading 48-14. If they could score here, the clock would start running. The sportsmanship rule will go into effect.
You've changed quarterbacks, but that is the only thing different on the Warren offense. The rest of your starters are in.
Burks hands it off. Loose football. Nope. It's on the ground, and who recovered? Warren recovers it. Burks tried to hand it off to Rivera. The ball came loose, and Warren will fall on it. So it'll maintain possession. There's a loss on the play, though, back to the 16-yard line. Make it the 15-yard line for they'll mark it. They make the market at the 16. 3rd down and 4. Burke stays in at the quarterback. Ingram is checked in at the running back spot. Burke's going to hand it off, and he's going to hit in the backfield. Ingram nowhere to go. He's going to lose yardage back to the 18-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 8 for the Lumberjacks. 10-18 left to play in the game. It looks like Coach Emery's going to leave the offense out there and not try the field goal. So it's 4th down and 8. Burks calling for it. One to throw. Burks looking, throwing it up in the corner of the end zone for A.J. A.J., does he hold on to it? Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Antonio Jordan with the catch in the back corner of the end zone from 18 yards out. And the Lumberjacks go up 54-14. Going to invoke the sportsmanship rule, and the clock will start running on the next possession by Fordyce. Reese Cornish will do the holding for Alan Juarez. Juarez, again, a left-footed soccer-style kicker. He's missed 2 tonight. Snaps is down, the kick's on its way, and this one is good. So 55-14, Warren's rolling. 9:56 to play in the ball game. We're back in just a moment.
We're Healthcare Rehabilitation at Monticello. Our team will provide personal health care to each individual that focuses on the unique needs and circumstances of each elder. We take into consideration the physical, social, and spiritual well-being of each individual. Come by Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello and see for yourself. Or call 367-044 for more information.
Sewell Oil Company, located at 3400 Junction City Highway in El Dorado, is proud to serve their great customers all through the Arklament. With locations in El Dorado, Croston, and Warren, Sewell Oil Company is just a phone call away at 881-9300. Check out our new location at 1401 East Church Street in Warren, or call 870-466-4166. Check us out at SewellOil.com. Sewell Oil, a proud sponsor of Warren Lumberjack football.
55-14. The Lumberjacks lead it. Sportsmanship rule is going to go into effect when McGehee gets the football back. As Warren will kick it off. Juarez puts this one. It's going to hit at the 1, go into the end zone for the automatic touchback, and McGehee again will start at their own 20-yard line. What about Warren's scoring drive? Cam Burks?
6 plays, 67 yards, 2 minutes, 26 seconds.
I see Jackson Denton standing down on the sideline. Coach Emery may just be trying to get Burks some snaps.
I think Denton's through for tonight just because of the score. He let Burks run the offense, and
you're going to see a lot of fresh jerseys out there. I see a lot of fresh ones on defense now for the Lumberjacks. McGehee 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Owls. The Owls call the timeout. 9:56 to play here in the 4th quarter. Warren's up 55-14. Sportsmanship rule is going to be in effect for the remainder of the ball game. It was 35-8 at halftime. And Warren had a chance to invoke the sportsmanship rule when it was 48-14. They missed the extra point and didn't do it. Number 1 Wash and Shine. You need your car cleaned up? Give Thomas Miller a call at 870-820-2171. They'll do a wash job and they'll complete detail, and they do a fantastic job on your car or your truck or your big truck. your boat, your ATV, your side-by-side, they'll clean it all. And they do offer pickup and delivery service as well. So if you're at work, or maybe you're just at home and don't feel like washing your vehicle, let them do it. Number 1 Wash and Shine, 820-2171 is the number to call. All right, McGehee called the timeout. That's their first of the half. Warren's got a lot of fresh jerseys out there on defense. We'll try to run down some of the names for you here in just a moment. On 1st and 10, Bale goes underneath center. They go with a tight set. Handoff coming around the right side, out over the 20, out to the 24-yard line. Is on the carry that time for them is going to be Spratt, it looks like. A gain of 4 on the play. Looking inside, Warren's got Contravius Starks up there on the front line. Number 72, James Carroll. Number 27, that is Exmere Thomas. Number 7's in the ball game. That's going to be Blaze Fellows. Number 82's out there, Braden Smith. 2nd down and 6, handoff on the left end sweep. Out over the 25, out to the 30. You got to be very close to the first down marker, depending on where they mark his forward progress. Warren hit him at the 30 and drove him backwards. That was Jai Hughes on the carry for the Owls. They will move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Owls. The clock continues to run now. We go under 9 minutes left to play in this one. Warren leading 55-14. Some of the other players out there now for Warren. Deshaun Adams is out there. Gave you number 7. That's Blaze Fellows. 1st and 10 for the Owls. Kai Bale underneath center. Handed off. Left halfback coming around the right side. He's out over the 30. Hurdles a man at the 35 and going to be upended out at the 37-yard line. As that was Blaze Fellows in on the stop. Also in there was Jude Cathy, a sophomore. Gain of 7 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 3 now for the Owls. Ball spotted at their own 37-yard line. We go under 8 minutes left to play in the game. 55-14. Lumberjacks are going to improve to 4-0 on the season, but more importantly, 2-0 in conference play. McGee's going to go to 0-2. Conference play. Owls hand it off left side out over the 40. Gets it to the edge out over the 45. Midfield down the left sideline. Warren's going to finally knock him out of bounds down around the 33-yard line. As the ball carrier that time was Jay Hughes. And he's a big gain down over the left side all the way down to the Lumberjack 34-yard line. As they move the chains, get everything set up. Clock continues to run. 7:12 left to play here in the 4th quarter. But it's good to get these younger players in, get them some experience. 1st and 10, Owls at the Lumberjack 34. Crossbuck, they hand it off right side this time. Warren's got it defended pretty well and finally going to catch him from behind as Blaze Fellows making the tackle. But not before they pick up 7 yards, make it 6 yards on the pickup, down to the 28 of Warren. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Owls. Number 33, that's Kalon Cross, is out there. Number 24, is that Mendoza? Is that right? On 2nd and 4, McGehee snaps it, hand it off, sweep around the left side. Big hole again inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. That'll be another 1st down. Again, that's Hughes on the carry for the Owls. Joshua Green's in there on the defensive line side. It'll be 1st and 10, Owls at the Lumberjack 17-yard line. 5:45 remaining. Clock continues to run. The Owls come to the line of scrimmage on 1st down. Bale underneath center. Hand it off. This time they'll sweep it to the right side. At the 15, down close to the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play. Let's see. In on the stop there is Deshaun Adams. Number 33. I don't have him on my roster. Yeah, I do. That's Kalon Cross. He wears 33 in black and 34 in white. A gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 now for the Owls from the 11-yard line. It's 55-14, Warren on top. They'll sweep it back to the left side. This time Warren comes across the line. They're going to stop him and drop him for a loss. And getting in there on the stop is Aaron Davis. 5'10", 141-pound sophomore comes up and makes the stop. And the loss is going to be all the way back to the original line of scrimmage at the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 10 now for the Owls. James Carroll will check out of the ball game. Jeremiah Moore checks in defensively for the Lumberjacks. And 3rd down and 10 now for McGehee. Handed off, sweep to the left side again. This will go inside the 15, down to about the 13. Going to be well short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a 4th down and long. We'll see where they spot the football at the 13-yard line. That's where they're going to spot it. They need to get down to the 7 or make it down to the 2. At the 12-yard line is where they've got it marked. They need to get to the 2. No, to the 7.
7?
Yeah, the 7. There we go. So it's 4th down and 6. Bell, bad snap, loose football on the ground. McGehee picks it up, the running back does, but he's going to be caught in the backfield and dropped for a loss back at the 19 as they'll turn it over on downs. Number 16, Jude Cathy was in on the stop. Number 26, that's Reese Cornish was in on the stop. Also number 82 was back there, Braden Smith. So Warren will take over on downs at the 18-yard line, their own 18. We've got 3 minutes left to play. Clock continues to run. 55-14 our score. Warren's on top and headed for a victory. Kobe Pope is going to be in at quarterback now. Pope out of the shotgun. Going to hand it off up the middle. That's number 33. And that is Kalon Cross. Cross dances his way forward up to about the 20, maybe the 19. Be a gain of 1. Kind of fundamental. Warren just needs to try to run the clock out.
Just run it out. Have the patience. They're not going to have. They could easily run the clock out without having to pick up a 1st down.
Yeah. 2:11 and counting. Pope takes the snap, hands it off again. Cross to the edge. It's out over the 20, the 25. He's going to be finally brought down out at the 27, make it the 28-yard line. Going to be close to the 1st down marker. They're going to say it is good for the 1st down. So that's going to do it. Warren has to snap the football a couple of more times, and this ball game will be in the books. Lumberjacks roll to the win tonight, 55-14. 1:35 left to play. Pope again looks over the defense. He'll take the snap from the shotgun, keeps it himself. Pope's going to try to get to the edge here. He gets it out to the 30 and runs out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. Clock will not stop, though, because of the sportsmanship rule. It will continue to run. But give Pope a gain of 2 on the play. And the Lumberjacks will look at 2nd down and 8. And up next for the Lumberjacks, we travel down to Crossett to take on the Eagles. That'll be next Friday night. We'll have the broadcast for you right here on K Country. Crossett had the night off. All right, Pope. Play clock's down to 7. They're going to snap it with 4 on the play clock. Pope's going to keep it himself. Pope Scrambles it out to the 30, the 35. Going to be hit and knocked down right at the marker up at the 38-yard line. As the Owls tackle him as he goes out of bounds, they don't even have to snap the football. This ball game is over. 24 seconds remaining on the game clock, 29 on the play clock. So teams start lining up and heading toward midfield. Lumberjacks win it here tonight, 55-14. We'll take a break and we'll come back and wrap this one up for you from Lumberjack Stadium in just a moment.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw campaign.
Drew Memorial Health System in Monticello is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew Rehab Team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric patients, student athletes, and adults recovering from injury, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab Team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home, choose Drew Memorial.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Motor Company in Monticello.